Do not worry.
Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new Do Not Worry stream. I'm your host Anthony, coming to you live from the heart of Lebanon in the 09. So I just put this jacket back on. It is both hot and cold when I put this thing on. I don't know whether to keep it on or off. It's on for now. Hi everyone, how's it going? I hope you guys are doing well. We're coming to you live from Lebanon. I don't know what day it is of the war anymore. I don't even know what to name these streams. I think that the title's accurate. Lebanon death toll climbs as Iran burns. I think those are two accurate things that are happening. So we're going to be looking at a whole bunch of news updates concerning the war in Iran, the war here in Lebanon, some of the effects of the war on the UAE. We're going to... Ooh, Sarah says, my grandma's sister just passed away last night. Sarah, I'm so sorry to hear that. Rest in peace. I hope it wasn't related to the war or anything. Sorry, my screen isn't working. Sorry, I just gotta fix my second screen. Third screen. Sorry guys, I always have issues with the third display, which is like the TV screen, which is connected by like a long cable. That's where I look at my OBS, and for some reason it's acting up right now. Okay, it seems to have stabilized. Sorry about that. Hey everybody, hello Jim, Starman, Wakalaka, Jess Polito, Sarah, Dingifer, Dried Coconut. She passed away because of her health. Okay, I mean that still sucks, Sarah. Allah yarhamha, I'm so sorry to hear that. Hello everyone, welcome. Jess says my uncle passed away too. That's so sad, guys. I've got a lot of sad news today. I'm starting to question whether these streams even have a purpose. You know what I mean? Like, what am I out here doing? I guess someone's got to share the Twitter side of news or something, or what's happening on the inside here. The other screen is also being annoying. Okay, just give me a second, guys. I don't know. I'm feeling kind of stressed. Yeah, just give me 2 seconds. Let me just cut to something pleasant for you guys to look at. Oh wait, no. It was working right before the stream and then it just stopped working. Okay. What can we do? Guys, before we keep going, let me take a second to thank some of our lovely patrons who support the channel. Lovely patrons like our God-tier patrons like Eliad Mujabber, superhero patrons, brand new superhero patron, A Rose for You. Thank you so much, A Rose for You. Claudia, Khala, and Ahmad, Pee-wee, Hernan, Bonnie Buns, Bader, Jordan M. Blonde patrons like Bon Venusaur, Daniel Nechle, Mercedes W. Kaja, Jorf Lipton, Ramadana Ahmad, Bahar, Dopamax, Mazda Alaf, Haley Davis, Maryam Ayad, and Bilal Moghrabi. We love you and appreciate you. Abductee patrons, Jade, Selena Francis, Yusra Yusuf, Bertram Balk, The Pigeon Wax Wolf, Bat Pierogi, and Yip McKib. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Our patrons get exclusive content such as like Nour and Karine's exclusive show Fantasy Board Review, where they read strange, fun bestiality books. Their first episode was pretty popular. I'm thinking of cutting up maybe like 10 minutes of it and putting it up on for members so you guys can get an idea of what it's like. I haven't seen a second of it, but maybe I'll ask Nour to do that. That could be fun. Also, we love you, appreciate our members. You guys make sure that our Patreons, you guys make sure that the show keeps going. And I'm also uploading Kitchen Nightmares reactions. So thank you guys. Also, our lovely members, our last live stream, we got like over 100 members gifted and joining the channel. It was kind of insane. It was kind of overwhelming. So thank you to all of you guys, including from some of those new members was Arose for You, who rejoined, Big Skip, it's LMP, Savannah283, Aryan Khan, IX9HC, Mitchell Roman, Rosa981, the film buffer than you, Kyle Zoe Crafty 2001, Katie Frigg, Cat Mochi, I Sail or Venus, Hell 17, Lady Pickle AJ 5734, and autothoughts.rollout. We appreciate you guys. Again, memberships are a great way to support the channel. We love and appreciate all of our members. Members also get an exclusive live stream every week. I was supposed to do one on Friday. I'm sorry, guys. Life is getting in the way. There's going to be an exclusive members live stream this week, either Monday or Tuesday. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. We appreciate our members so much. We love you guys. Thank you so much. If you've gifted a membership, if you've been gifted a membership, if you've never paid for a membership, but you've been gifted one, we love and appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. But remember, you don't have to do any of those things. You don't have to become a patron. You don't have to become a member to support the channel. Simply like the video, subscribe to the channel, like the stream, hop in the live chat, have some fun, join our Discord, have some fun. We have a very cool community. Join in on the community. And yeah, a couple of more things that I have to talk about before we get going. A little bit later today, there's going to be an episode of Better Left Unsaid featuring Comrade Casey and our friend James at Uninformed Leftist, and we have a very special guest. Sean the Black is joining the stream tonight. We're going to be talking to Sean the Black. I mean, there's a whole lot to talk about. You know what I mean? I wish it wasn't during war times. I wish we had a slightly more pleasant time. But I don't know what else to say. It's super nice to have him. I've been wanting to talk to Sean for a while. I had invited him on to our fundraiser back in the day when we did the Palestine fundraiser, and he couldn't make it at the time, so I'm glad to have an opportunity to finally talk to him and catch up with Comrade Casey and James as well. We skipped last week's episode. So, also, another piece of news. I'm working on the fundraiser / subathon. It was supposed to be a subathon. It has morphed into mainly a fundraiser / subathon for those who want. It's going to be taking place either next week. I'm trying to decide between like Friday, Sunday, or Monday of next week. So either the 13th, the 15th, or like the 16th. I'm starting to think maybe Friday is better. Like the sooner the better. I want to try to get the funds as early as possible so we can start distributing and help, because it's going to take a second for like if I use the chuff thing for them to send me the money, for me to be able to send the money to people. They're actually going to add a few days, and I don't want to wait, and I don't want to make people wait. So part of me is starting to think like waiting till next week, or till Sunday or Monday of next week is a bit too long. So if I can do it by Friday, but it just needs a bit of planning. I have to coordinate with I have to reach out to guests, I have to coordinate and all of that. If I have to sit here alone, guys, and try to learn how to play the ukulele for 14 hours, I'll do that if it means raising money. So I'm not feeling the pressure of like coming up with a bet. I just got to sit here and stream. Of course, I'm going to make it entertaining, but yeah, I got to work on it. Thoroughly disappointed, says fan and lurker of around a year now. Salam, marhaba, and stay safe in terrible times from a fellow Arab. Oh, yatik lafi. Thank you so much. Thoroughly disappointed. I hope you're not thoroughly disappointed in the content. Thank you for sending a chat. Much appreciated. No name says, but no matter what the topic, and even if we disagree on many things, I put you on high regards. Plus, it's going to be a whole year since I subbed on YouTube. Holy shit, yeah, 11 months. No name, remember. Thank you so much. Got so much support. Much love. Okay, guys. Let's get going. I'm going to try to end the stream at 3 hours sharp, because I want to take an hour and a half break or so and eat before the podcast with Sean the Black later tonight. So we're going to get into Iran. Sometimes I wonder, should I just jump straight into Lebanon? But it feels wrong for me to just talk about Lebanon and skip over what's happening in Iran. The people in Iran are our brothers and sisters. The war that's happening there right now is like the mother war, and we're all part of the sub-war. So it feels wrong to talk about what's happening here in Lebanon and not comment on what's happening in Iran first, even though I can do a whole podcast episode about just what's happening here in Lebanon. I can do a whole podcast episode about what's happening in Dubai and the UAE, and I can do a whole podcast episode of what's happening in Iran. We're going to try to cover all three like we've been doing every single time on one of these news live streams. Also, let me know if you guys are getting some value out of these, you know what I mean, and what I could change, what I can do better. Obviously, I'm not a news reporter. This is not a news show. We just always end up finding ourselves having to cover the news because I live in the Middle East, and some other people can still make content about what they usually do and talk about funny stuff. I can't. I have to kind of talk about what's happening. I can't help it. So let's go. Iran. And this is like basically the last 2 days worth of news and stuff that I've come across on Twitter. So there's a lot that I'm trying to condense. I know about we're going to talk about the oil fields. Iran is literally on fire. This is just some stuff that I wanted to catch up on. So,
for several hours, there's
Israel. U.S. regime change, wish in Iran is definitely dead. So, as you guys know, the U.S. and Israel are trying to sow chaos, whether it's by arming Kurdish rebels and the Kurds to try to sow chaos. They're trying to sow chaos by, killing the leader, bombing the city left and right, murdering people, destroying civilian infrastructure. Everything that they're trying to do. Far20 says, AB never responded to your invite. Far20, I never formally invited AB. I just mentioned it here on stream. I have no reason to think why he would have seen that. So I've not reached out to him. And I'm also blocked on Twitter. AB was blocked me on Twitter. And I've DM'd him on Instagram before. He's never seen them. So I don't think there's any way for me to actually reach out to AB. If anyone here wants to try, go for it. But also, like, and maybe, I don't know, maybe me having AB here will send the wrong message to some people or something. But to me, it was just like, because he's Lebanese, Alina's Lebanese, and both of their families are from the South and in the South. So, like, they are directly affected by what's happening right now. And so, So, we know what people have been trying to do in Iran. I mean, here's a CNN reporter walking around Iran, showing you that everything is kind of stable. I mean, it's not stable in the fact that it's getting bombed and people are dying. But in terms of like chaos and people running around in panic, and the government being able to, the Israeli and U.S. government being able to sow unrest, that's not going according to plan.
There's a couple of things that we've noticed. Number one is that, first of all the shops are open. All the shops are really well stocked, even with fresh things, like, for instance, fruits and vegetables. Coffee, obviously, also available as well. And then also the gas stations. There's no long lines as gas stations. Fuel seems readily available, and you just don't see any sort of degree of panic anywhere. Taking a quick break for a coffee along the way. We've been driving for several hours. There's a couple of things that we've noticed.
This is also the best way that the Iranians can resist, just basically by just being themselves and living their lives. Obviously, they're not living their lives as they normally are, but by being like, hey, I mean, we're an educated people. We're not fucking animals. We're not gonna be running around like headless chickens if we lose our leader.
Number one is that, first of all the shops are open. All the shops are really well stocked, even with fresh things, like, for instance, fruits and vegetables.
There you go. This is something that places like the UAE are struggling with, by the way, because the UAE imports most of their fruits and vegetables and food. Like 80 to 90% of their stuff is imported from abroad. So the fact that Iran, that is being heavily bombed, is fine. They're fully stocked with fresh veggies. That's pretty cool.
Coffee, obviously, also available as well. And then also the gas stations. There's no long lines as gas stations. Fuel seems readily available.
We're having long lines here in Lebanon for gas, and I like his little mini flex of like, I'm having a coffee right now.
And you just don't see any sort of degree of panic anywhere. Taking a quick break for a coffee.
Harley says, I heard that some people were attacked in a Beirut hotel. Yes, they were. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. Everyone I know is okay, thankfully. Thank you, Harley. Also, now this is different kind of news. These are Iranian cluster bombs being seen over Tel Aviv. This is kind of scary, and I guess this is much harder for like for interceptors and like the Iron Dome to get to these, because it is like many missiles coming at once. It must be pretty scary seeing this in the sky. Kind of insane. This is another, I think this is another video of the same attack. That's crazy. I mean, this looks kind of fucking scary, man. You know what I mean? This is pretty unpredictable. North Star Radio, hello. She says, because Iran is one of few truly sovereign states, of course. And Iran has a very educated peoples. They've been around for centuries. North Star Radio, see you a little bit later. We'll catch up a little bit later. Well, W's in the chat for Comrade Casey, folks. Crazy. Gato says, assuming this video alleging to be from earlier today in Tel Aviv isn't AI, this would be an actual example of cluster munitions. Notice the large thruster burns out after having done its job, and the glow on the submunitions from aerodynamic heating fades as they fall. Damn it. Now, Gato Fumador was a rockets expert. And this was during an NBC live sort of broadcast. They couldn't edit this out. This was an Iranian rocket that actually hit live.
Israelis. I think that's what the calculation now is. Regime preservation. Could you get...
But that's crazy. Are we sure that's not AI? Dude, that's nuts.
More pragmatic figure presiding over this regime? Sure.
Dude, that's fucking crazy, man.
Aaron, I just want to break in for a moment because we're looking at live pictures in the air over Tel Aviv, and obviously, as many people know or maybe don't know, there is an Iron Dome that Israel uses as its missile defense system, and we're seeing it working now. But in some places and instances, it does not work, and I believe this is one missile feasibly that has broken through the Iron Dome.
And the Israelis.
God damn,
I think
dude.
that's what the calculation now is. Regime preservation.
Iran's not fucking around. I know Iran's taking a lot of damage. Obviously, we know that. But they're also defending themselves and they're acquitting themselves pretty respectfully. And they're taking on so many targets. I mean, the U.S. has bases all around the fucking Middle East. Josh Patterson sends 7,500. I don't know what that is. Wens. I'm going to call them Wens. Thank you so much. Says, Karine fan club still going strong. Miss her and hope all of you are well. Stay safe and much love. Give the Imperial Corps hell. Well, thank you so much, Josh Patterson. Much love. The crew is safe. I mean, Karine's living is down in Beirut. She's much closer to the action than we are. So I'm sure it's being pretty fucking scary for them. It's up to them whenever they want to come on the show. If they want to come down this week, sometimes if they feel safe, you know what I mean, they're more than welcome. I'd love for them to share their experience and get to talk about it. I'm sure they want to let out a lot of stress and stuff. So anytime they're down, they're welcome to come. So you guys will be seeing them soon. And if not here, maybe they can get together and make some content that we'll throw up on Patreon or for the members or something, if it's easy for her and Nour. We'll see what we can do. I'll even try to get them on video next time. If they can't come in, maybe we'll try to do like a video. I'll get them on Zoom. We'll just do a video call with Karine and Nour and talk about the war. If that's what you guys want, we'll do that. So, Iran bombing Israel. Bill Maher.
Did you hear about that thing?
I don't even want to watch Bill Maher because I feel like we're gonna get claimed. So fuck it. He says he supports the war. Let's see. Bill Maher apologizes to his liberal audience as he delivers his take on the Iran war. This week, did you hear about that thing? We bombed Iran, and it's going on now. Oops, sorry guys, 1 second. Then we got a DG or Hui sends a 20 euro dono. Holy shit, super sticker. Oh, and I can finally see the super stickers. It hasn't been working for a while. Did it come up on screen? Did you guys get a notification? I could not. Jim just gifted 5 Do Not Worry memberships. Are you guys getting notifications? Oh, you are? Okay, I think so. And Jim gifted 5 donos. You guys are going crazy. What's everybody doing? You guys are going crazy. Thank you so much. DG, that's super generous. Thank you so much. That's so kind. Very cute little super sticker. Is that a pair? Same goal. Thank you so much. And Jim with the 5 gifted. W's in the chat for Jim, folks. Our much beloved Jim. Guys, save it for the subathon. Don't you worry about it. You guys are way too kind. We love you. So let's read what this disgusting pig had to say, Bill Maher. This week, war. Did you hear about that thing? We bombed Iran and it's going on now. If you expected me to say I hate it, I don't. Sorry. Sorry, and you cannot name one horrible thing that has happened in the Middle East in the last 50 years and not connected to this fascist theocracy. Iranians all over the world are doing the Trump dance. Have you seen that? The whole world is jerking off 2 guys at once now. It's amazing. Oh my fucking God, dude. That's his fucking take. You see all these Iranians dancing? Literally the worst fucking take you could have. The people that have been making us cringe, the people that are making Iranians in Iran cringe and want to put a bullet in their brain are these fucking diaspora Iranians doing the fucking Trump dance, celebrating that oil fields are on fire now. And that is his explanation. Well, you see all these Iranians happy doing the Trump dance. Hey, Rafik Bilmar, how about that? Can I say that? I think I'm going to say that. Disgusting. Okay, nice. You guys got it. Sweet. Thank you. Exiled Prince Reza Pahlavi says he has accepted the role of Iran's transitional leader despite nobody offering him the position and nobody accepting the offer.
Oman, Jordan, Iraq, and Saudi Arabia. The Islamic...
I've been loving all the memes about this guy's nose. I'm not here to make fun of anyone's nose. All noses are beautiful, but this guy has a particularly extra large nose, like Asterix and Obelix level of like comic strip nose. And people have just been making it bigger and bigger on Twitter. It's just fucking insanely funny. I don't even know what's real anymore. It's like the JD Vance tweet
Republic
meme.
has launched missiles at the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Qatar, Kuwait, Oman, Jordan.
I like how Chris Kunzler says his name. Reza Pahlavi. Reza Pahlavi.
Iraq, and Saudi Arabia. It is targeting our Arab neighbors. These violations of their sovereignty are unacceptable and we condemn them. But this is nothing new. This is who the Islamic Republic has always been, and this is why it must end. For nearly 5 decades, this...
Okay, no one cares, dude. What's funny is that a whole bunch of random ass people are tweeting the same thing. Like, that's weird. I've also accepted the position of leader for Iran. So, I honestly, I'm not going to make you guys sit through 4 minutes of this. We got way too much destruction to go through. This is crazy. This I discovered on Friday. I mean, you guys have probably heard this by now. We saw the footage of this ship, this warship that was taken down in international waters a few days ago.
Sunk an Iranian warship that thought it was safe in international waters. Instead, it was sunk by a torpedo.
This is Pete Hegseth's audio.
The first sinking of an enemy ship by a torpedo since World War II. Like in that war, back when we were still the War Department, we are fighting to win.
So flaunting that footage, gloating about murdering these people, and so here's the actual story. And I had no idea. I thought this was like an actual warship. It's still a war crime in my opinion. So it would have been fucked up. But this is the actual story behind them firing a torpedo at this Iranian warship. An unarmed Iranian ship, so first of all, it was unarmed, was invited along with the U.S. to be part of an Indian naval exercise. And its sailors paraded on land before the president. The U.S., at the last minute, pulled out of the exercise and instead attacked the Iranian ship with a torpedo. Breaking with all norms of civilization and warfare, we then refused to rescue the drowning survivors. Listen to how evil this is. Breaking with all norms of civilization and warfare, we then refused to rescue the drowning survivors of an unarmed warship that was invited to like a training exercise with tons of other countries. The U.S. was also supposed to participate, and they backed out at the last second and just randomly murdered these unarmed Iranian soldiers. This is terrorism. This is evil. This is the devil. I don't know what else to fucking say. Who the fuck does this? Who the fuck does this? I am hard-pressed to think of any other nation throughout history that would do something so cowardly and despicable. We are genuinely in a league of our own, and American media, mostly shrugging off the bombing of a girls' school and acting as if carpet bombing Tehran is a normal military tactic, is deeply complicit. This is insane. This is completely insane to me. I'm so sorry that I just found out about this on Friday. This is Anwar Sibal. The Iranian ship will not be where it was had we not invited it to take part in our Milan exercise. We were the hosts. I am told as per the protocol for this exercise, ships cannot carry any ammunition. It was defenseless. The Iranian naval personnel had paraded before our president. The attack by the U.S. submarine was premeditated as the U.S. was aware of the Iranian ship's presence in the exercise to which the U.S. Navy was invited but withdrew from participation at the last minute, presumably with this operation in mind. The U.S. has ignored India's sensitivities as the ship was in these waters because of India's invitation. So now he's putting India in a precarious position because they invited these people. They invited everyone. Hey, it's like inviting someone to a barbecue. And then, you know, one of the guests decides to not show up at the last second, but then storms, then shoots one of your guests with a sniper from the other house. You know what I mean? Sorry, Jim, I'm not coming. I'm not bringing my famous tuna, potato salad to the barbecue. And then shoots Bill. We are far from politically or militarily responsible for the U.S. attack. Our responsibility is at a moral and human plane. A word of condolence by the Indian Navy at the loss of lives of those who were our invitees and saluted our president would be in order. How fucking crazy is this? Josh Patterson with another 75 when dono says come in vertically, leave horizontally. Time out. Time out. Thank you so much, Josh. So, I cannot even begin to describe how evil this whole thing is. And shameful. Here's again Pete Hegseth gloating about it. We just listened to his audio. Here's a video of an Iranian woman bidding farewell to her husband as he is going to join the army to defend his homeland. There is nothing more honorable than this. Defending your home from an actual invasion. Not like the American army that just attacks other countries randomly without provocation. Unlike the Israeli army, which is just there to invade other people's land and kill people and steal their land. These are people that are defending their homeland. Even the Lebanese army is honorable because, I mean, they're supposed to be attacking the Israelis, and they did defend, they did fight the Israelis two nights ago. But these are armies that I look at with respect. Soldiers that are actually defending something, that are actually fighting for something themselves, their land, their homeland, their families, not being shipped off overseas to cause disruption and regime change and secure oil and natural resources. That's never what it's about. And I've always been a pacifist. I've always hated war. Mustafa Jab sends a $5 dono. Thank you so much, Mustafa. And says, I hope you and your friends' family are safe. I'm sorry my tax dollars are going to all of this. Mustafa, my tax dollars are also going to this. I'm also a U.S. citizen. It's fucked. You know what I'm saying? And it's not your fault, man. It's not your fault, guys. Come on. Don't feel like it's not, there's nothing you guys can do to stop this at this point. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's watch. I don't know if they're kissing. Perhaps he's kissing a Quran. A warm embrace for the family and the little newborn baby. I mean, this guy's got a newborn kid. He should be home raising the kid. He shouldn't be joining the army to defend his homeland. Look at that adorable little baby. Oh my God. Look at that squishy little face. Look at those little eyes. Look at those little eyes. Did they, Lebanon Cat, I got the info from Twitter, and then the army put out an actual statement. There was an attack, and there was 2 Israeli helicopters that tried to land. We're going to talk about it later. They wanted to steal the body, the corpse of like a dead Israeli soldier that died here in like the 80s or something. So the Lebanese army, I think an attack team, sort of defense with Hezbollah, tried to draw those helicopters away. Let's go. Honorable hero. Honorable heroes, folks. Here's an award-winning Iranian journalist and professor that is addressing the pro-Trump, pro-Netanyahu Iranian diaspora. This video feels good to see.
Broadcasting Corporation, and I just finished an interview with the Australian Broadcasting Corporation, and I'm about to go into another one with the Globe and Mail's The Decibel. But I wanted to come here to tell you something. I have been getting dozens and dozens of messages every day from people saying they are against this war. These are Iranian people, but that they're afraid to speak out against it because of how violent and vile the diasporic community is. I just want to tell some of you who go outside the embassy, wherever your city is, and you go, thank you, Trump, thank you for saving us.
I love her impression. That is, I mean, obviously she can nail the impression because she's from Iran, she's Iranian. That is so fucking good. That is such a good parody of them.
Go, thank you, Trump. Thank you for saving us.
Thank you, Trump. Thank you for saving us. I need to learn from this lady. And Samira, oh yeah, so I think her name is Samira Muhyiddin. Muhyiddin. If you could see her name up here on the top left of her Instagram. So I guess her name is Samira Muhyiddin.
As you continue to watch your country be destroyed and more than 1,000 civilians
People in the chat are saying she's a great source. So Samira Muhyiddin is her name.
be killed. You are the epitome of Vatan Furush. You are an embarrassment.
Vatan Furush. That sounds serious. I don't want anyone to call me Vatan Furush the way she just said it.
Epitome of Vatan Furush.
You are the epitome of Vatan Furush. That sounds like a... Shit, that sounds like something out of Tolkien. You know what I mean? Like Gandalf. You shall not pass Yatan Furush. Is that what you said? Yatan Furush?
You civilians be killed. You are the epitome of Vatan Furush.
Vatan Furush. Yo, that is the name. That is the name of a new Star Wars character. That is the name of a new Lord of the Rings character. You heard it here first. Vatan Furush. He's got an awesome helmet. He's got a great sword and a great shield. I can already see it. That's the name of my next Dark Souls 3 character is Vatan Furush. But Sticky, though. I have to put the name Sticky in there. Sticky Vatan Furush. I got to write this down somewhere, man. Vatan Furush. Let's go.
You are an embarrassment. You are a parody. And
Irene the Dream says that came from her core. I know. She said that with her whole heart. I start to sound German. Weinsteiger. Ich liebe dich, Weinsteiger. Nein. People are asking, does she have a YouTube? Let's find out together. She's fucking great. I'm going to copy paste her name from the chat. Vatan Furush. Thank you, Trump. Thank you. Oh, why are you here? I'm back here. I'm sure she's got like cool ass interviews. She might have. Is her channel on the Line Media? Or maybe she's just collabing with them. Okay, yeah, she's got a YouTube channel called On the Line Media. Informed commentary coupled with critical and contextual journalism. On the Line Media. She's got a Patreon. I'm going to slap that link into the live chat for those of you who want. Bang, bang. Also, I mean, shit, I forgot to put the link to my game. If anyone wants to watch me play some Dark Souls, guys, speaking of Dark Souls. Sorry, got to do some self-promotion here, okay? I know it's a war and stuff. We haven't been playing Dark Souls because of the war, which is already kind of sad. Like, Elias and I feel like it's too insensitive to play, to stream video games. I haven't even played, let alone stream, but like, I feel like it's insensitive, but I really want to play some Dark Souls, so I might have to slide in some Dark Souls within like a couple of weeks, guys, just to like get my mind off of things a little bit. But if you guys want to subscribe to Do Not Worry Gaming, my best friend and I, Elias, are going through Dark Souls 2. Sometimes I play it on. I also need to finish Lego Lord of the Rings. I'm at the Return of the King part of the game. It's super fun. So if you guys want to subscribe to the gaming channel, feel free to do so. And also, obviously, Vatan Furush on the Line Media. Someone saying she has an interview with Gabor Mate. Ooh, that's honest. That's awesome. Yeah, no, seems like a very interesting channel. Click. I'm subbed as well. Let's go.
if you think that you represent the majority of people, you don't. You don't represent us. You don't.
Dreadful says, hey, Anthony, hope you're doing all right. Thank you, Dreadful. We're doing okay. Jess says you need some escapism in your life. Starman says it's not incentive to game on stream. I think it's incentive to pretend nothing is happening.
But you will find that...
Oh, she was on Bat Hasbara as well? Ooh, that's awesome.
...out sooner than later. You will rue the day that you invited these monsters into your country. Mark my words.
So well said.
You'll find that out sooner than later. You will rue the day that you invited these monsters into your country. Mark my words.
Such a badass lady. Let's check Samira Bad Hasbara. Friend to the show, Bad Hasbara. Ooh, a year ago. God, I wish it was even more recent. We would have had even more. That would have been an even better episode. I gotta put this in my history to remember to watch later. Guys, I was also a guest on Bad Hasbara. What are you saying here? I hope you guys say this in someone else's live chat when someone brings me up.
So it's a very...
If someone brings me up on another live stream, you guys better jump into that live chat. Be like, hey, he was a guest on Bad Hasbara. It automatically makes me seem more legitimate. So I hope you guys are out there saying that in people's live streams as well. Hey, did you just say Anthony from Do Not Worry? You mean the Bad Hasbara guest? Ooh, of course we know him. Come on, have my back, y'all. I need y'all to have my back. Hidden Iron says, thank you for always talking about what's going on in Lebanon. That is so important. Never feel bad. Thanks for having such a funny and informative pod. Well, we love you. Thank you so much. Hidden Iron, we love you. Thank you for being a member for 3 months. That's super appreciative. So much appreciation. Much, much love, guys. Haley, hello. Hello, Haley. Hello, Politics. We appreciate you guys. Ya'atikum alf afia. Kyle Kalinski shares this. Iranian foreign minister says that the Axis... okay, so Sayyid Abbas Arakshi says the U.S. committed a blatant, desperate crime by attacking a freshwater desalination plant on Keshem Island. A water supply in 30 villages has been impacted. Attacking Iran's infrastructure is a dangerous move with grave consequences. The U.S. set this precedent, not Iran. This happened right before that the U.S. and Israel also attacked oil refineries in Iran, which we're going to look at in a second. But like, they are escalating this into unspoken of territories. It's one thing to bomb an army base or a military base. It's another thing entirely, unfortunately, to bomb fresh water supply and block 30 villages of drinking. How are you liberating people by blocking their access to fresh water? How exactly are you liberating the Iranian people by blocking their access to fresh water? Are these stupid diaspora Iranians still dancing? Are they still doing the Trump dance, jerking off 2 people at once? To quote hey, look, everyone made that joke before Bill Maher. Fuck him. Lemon Mint Cat sends a $10 donut. Thank you so much, Lemon Mint Cat, and says, please stay safe. Lebanon is always in my heart. Lemon Mint Cat, you are always in Lebanon. You may have left Lebanon, but Lebanon has never left you, Lemon Mint Cat. Never. Never. Where were you from in Lebanon, Lemon Mint Cat? Kyle Kalinski, who's always on fire on Twitter, quote tweets it and says, Iranian foreign minister says that the axis of Epstein attacked a desalination plant. This is a massive escalation. If Iran responds in kind, the Middle East could become uninhabitable as there's not enough fresh water for the populations to survive. I also love, it's so stressful to like constantly read people talking about like the area like this. Like, if this happens, all the people there will die. If this happens in the Middle East, all the people will die. And we're just like, I'm just like, but I live in the Middle East. I'm here. Am I gonna die? Is this gonna happen to me? Again, I'm relatively sitting here safe. I'm not in Iran. I'm in Lebanon, but I'm not in South Lebanon. I'm not in like Beirut where it's being bombed. I'm always trying to find ways to like, you know, we're fine. We're good. But like, Jim sends a $5 dono and says, Anthony, he's that guy that knows Karine and Nour. That guy, he was also on Bad Hasbara, I hear. He was also on Bad Hasbara. They also got to meet, I think, Matt when he was here. I think Nour and Karine, or at least maybe Nour was here when Matt Lieb called in. It was like a 3-on-1 call. It was super fun. Josh Patterson sends 3,000 Wens. I like the. I'm keeping the name Wen. Says, oh, it's International Women's Day, ladies. I've been so distracted. Forgive me. To our community of ladies. No, do not worry. Happy International Women's Day. I didn't even know it was International Women's Day. My news feed, everything is just Iran. We're back to October of 2 years ago. Happy International Women's Day. We got the greatest ladies and all the communities here. Let's fucking go. Thank you so much, guys, for the generous donos. So yeah, insane. New. Trump takes responsibility for hitting Iran's freshwater desalination plant. When asked if the U.S. bombed, this was his response. This is audio only.
Iran today accused the U.S. of hitting a desalination plant in Iran. And they said that might open the door to other strikes on infrastructure, non-military.
Us to also open the door to other strikes against them.
Look, did you respond to that allegation? Did the U.S. hit the desalination?
They are among the most evil people ever on earth. They cut babies' heads off. They chop women in half. What they did, take a look at October 7th. Take a look at what they've done over the last 47 years. So I know nothing about a desalination plant other than to say if they're complaining about a desalinization plant, we complain about the fact that they shouldn't be chopping babies' heads off, okay?
It's so easy to make up these fucking lies about chopping babies' heads off. Cutting women in half. You know what I mean? It's so easy to say that to excuse the actual war crimes that you're making. So the U.S. and Israel commit actual war crimes, destroy desalinization plants, destroy oil refineries. They actually cut women in half and cut babies' heads off by bombing them to shreds, by dropping bunker busters on apartment buildings and shredding families to bits. Families of 9 are just being wiped off the face of the earth, like here, whether it's in Iran, whether it's in Gaza, whether it's in Yemen, wherever it is. Okay, then they just make it up. Oh, you mean we cut the water supply to 30 villages? Well, they cut babies' heads off. No, they fucking don't. No, they fucking don't. How is the world allowed to fucking Anjed? This is I think the earth needs like a god or like some kind of like deity or superpower that could just like, you know, oh, you're lying, bam, smash, human smashed. Like that's it. I'm sorry if you lie like this. If you lie on the grandest stage possible and it costs human lives, you're out there killing people. I'm sorry, like someone needs to like smite you. You need to be punished by, like, the gods or something. Whoever's listening. Zeus. You know, Odin. Who do we got? Egyptian gods. Indian gods. Vishnu. Let's go Hindu gods. You know? Bastet. Let's go. Egyptian gods. Who's out there? Whoever's out there. Let's fucking... Can we kill someone? In Minecraft, of course. What else we got? Oh, they're also asking Trump, do you think the map of Iran looks the same after all of this?
Probably not.
And do you think the map of Iran looks the same after this is all done?
That I can't tell you. Probably not.
Like, no, I can't tell you. So do you think the map of Iran looks the same when this is done? I can't tell you. Probably not.
And do you think the map of Iran looks the same after this is all done?
That I can't tell you. Probably.
Fucking insane, man. Josh Patterson with another 3,000 when Dono says everything is Brandon. It's all Brandon's fault. Gotta blame Brandon. Thank you so much, Josh. Being too generous. Please stop. Danielle Richards sends a $10 dono. Says, I work in medicine and my Iranian coworkers are some of the most at badass women on the planet. Fuck the sword and happy Women's Day. Dude, Iranian people are so fucking badass. One of my best friends in college was Iranian. Her name is Sahar. She was a fucking G. Super strong, super smart, super driven. All these people are fucking awesome, man. You know what I mean? Like, again, what the West gets to show in the media is so not representative. And even a lot of the Iranians you'll meet in America are fucking awesome. You know what I mean? It's just like the dumbasses that go up on social media and celebrate are the tiny minority, but they're just being boosted by the U.S. media because they want to sell you the image. They're like, yeah, look, Iranians agree with this war, so you should too. They're a tiny minority. The vast majority of Iranians living abroad don't fucking agree with this bullshit. It's just the focus isn't being put on them because it doesn't serve anyone's interest except the Iranian people. And that's not what the media is out here doing. You know what I mean? Danielle, thank you so much for working in medicine. Danielle, you and Marina should have a lot in common. Oh, there you go, Marina, right away. Thank you for your hard work. Danielle, Marina, we got our two. I don't know if you're a nurse, Danielle. But if you work in medicine, and Marina's also in medicine, these are the badass international women of the Do Not Worry podcast, folks. Let's go. Let's go. Also, Claudia, Unola, Haley, Adrio, Ali. Let's go. Aaron. John Stewart made some pretty dumb comments. I think I could save these. We could talk about these with the guys on Better Left Unsaid a little bit later. Here we go. These are the Iranian oil refineries, folks. This is fucking crazy. Breaking: Israel has started attacking Iranian oil storages. Just horrifying footage, man. Insane. Already saw this one. Apocalyptic scenes from Tehran tonight. Yeah, this is insane, dude. This is, I cannot believe this isn't like AI or from a fucking Godzilla King of the Monsters movie. This looks like Godzilla just rampaged through Iran, and this is like they're arriving, the scientists are arriving to see the damage that Godzilla has caused. They're like, oh my god. Or like Godzilla's gonna pop out of the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally what this looks like. Horrifying. Oh my god, man. Let me show you what I mean. Literally, it looks like this. If you guys haven't seen this movie, by the way, it's fucking G. Is this even from the movie? The Godzilla versus King Ghidorah fight? Look at this shit, man. This is literally what we're looking at right now. And we haven't even gotten to the environmental effects of all of this. We've not even gotten to the effects this is going to have on the environment, or having already on the environment. It's, by the way, it's still burning to this. We're going to get to it. This is fucking insane. So Emo Morales shares this and says diaspora Iranians who live in $4 million mansions in Vancouver will watch this and tell you with a straight face that this is the best thing to ever happen to their country. The oil started to flow through the sewers. So the oil started to flow through the sewers, and now the streets of Tehran are on fucking fire. Look at this. It looks like Ghost Rider just drove through fucking Tehran, or like The Flash ran through it. I'm sorry I'm bringing up all these pop culture science fiction concepts. It also looks like someone bombed their country and bombed oil refineries. But like you're seeing, like this is what happens when Ghost Rider fucking drives down the street. Or like The Flash, you know what I mean? He ran extra fast. Someone he knows is hurt. His parents are hurt. He's like running. Come on, Barry. You could do it, Barry. Come on, Barry. And then his fucking flames come out of his legs. That's what's supposed to happen. It's not supposed to, the roads aren't supposed to combust. Again, everyone here is thankful. This man is thankful. You're free. You've now been liberated by America and Israel. Enjoy the burning streets. You have been liberated as well in the white car. You've been liberated. You've been liberated, Mr. On a Bike. You're all free now. Breathe in liberty. How does it taste? How does it smell? Take a nice deep breath of your freedom. This is insane, guys. Iran is literally on fire. Like I was thinking, like, what do I even call these episodes anymore? What do I even call these streams? I kind of like Chris Kunzler's system of like Iran war day 7, day 8, day 9. I'm like, I got it. What is it? I'm like, yeah, well, Iran is burning and Lebanon death toll climbs. It's like, it's literally on fire. They've burnt it, and they're still calling this a liberation mission. What are they doing this? Kermio says Volcano. Y'all know that movie? Oof. I think I've seen Volcano. Is it the one with Pierce Brosnan, or that's Dante's Peak? That's Dante's Peak. So Volcano was the one that came out at the same time as Dante's Peak. I think I've seen Dante's Peak and not Volcano. Pierce Brosnan for life. A photo speaks 1,000 words. Smoke rising in the background is from the Tehran Oil Refinery, which was hit last night. Here's some Iranian women being liberated by Trump and Netanyahu. Look at them. If you think they're running in fear, they're not. This lady has her palm on her face out of excitement. She's like, oh my god, I can't believe they bombed the oil refineries. And she has a big smile on her face, which you can't see, but she's very thankful, very grateful for the US and Trump for what they're doing. She's about to go home and do the Trump dance. That is her plan. She's about to run home with her friend right here, or her relative, and they're about to do the Trump dance. That's their plan. So don't let this photo deceive you. I know it looks like they're stressed, but they're really not. They're very happy. They're very thankful. Thank you, Trump. That's what they're thinking. So this is the next morning. This is the same guy that we saw in the first video when we started talking about Iran, who's like showing you that there's no panic, there's no chaos, it's all good. Here he is talking about there's black acid rain coming out of the sky right now.
This is what Tehran is waking up to this morning. The sky above the city is covered in very thick black clouds. You can see that everywhere. That's the west.
Can you guys hear him? I think his audio is very low. Why is your audio so low, sir?
Of the city over. This is what Tehran is waking up to this morning. The sky above the city is covered in very thick black clouds. You can see that everywhere. That's the west of the city over there, and this is the north of the city. Normally, if you look to that direction, you could actually see the Alborz Mountains, but now all of that is also covered in clouds. That comes after major airstrikes in the south and the west of the city happened last night, where oil installations were hit, oil storage facilities. Apparently also a refinery might have been hit as well. And now you can see this morning that the sky is still very dark. We saw thick black plumes of smoke in the sky yesterday. There were massive fires in the south of the city. But I want to show you something else, because it's also raining. But you can see that the rain water is actually black.
Jesus. That's so gross.
So saturated.
It's like when you go into a public bathroom and the floor is a little wet and the tiles are white and everyone's dragging like dirt in there and it becomes like this puddle of black water. That's what it looks like. Ugh.
With oil. And then if we look over there, you can see that the water that's running down here also is black. So that's what's coming down.
But if nothing else, forget all of the health, but everything that, like, this is horrible for their health. Everyone's being poisoned. Every breath they take right now is poison, etc. This is also just making everything look dirty. Like, my mind is just going to that. Like, all white buildings now are covered in like black rain. Like just visually, they're fucking with them in every single way, shape, or form.
This morning, this sort of oil-filled rain that we have right now on the Iranian capital after those strikes took place.
This is fucking crazy, man. This is Anjed. The US and Iran are like unleashing unseen levels of depravity and horrors and msaib and problems on people. Like the way they were killing people in Gaza, you're like, what weapons are you using? What is this? How did this person's leg get chopped off in like 6 different angles? And it's like, here, what are you doing? Like, you're killing people via acid rain now and tar in the rain? Like, what are we doing, you fucks?
This is what Tehran is.
Oh, fuck. I should have been. There's one more thing I wanted to look at from that video. Rain and oil. There we go. Yeah, so that's what it looked like. Here's a photo. Holy shit, man. Terrifying. Oh, sorry. Israel, not Iran. Yes, sorry. The US and Israel. Did I say US and Iran? Never. Too many countries to keep up with. Insane, man. Oop. Josh, I missed the super chat. Sorry. Chance of Israel using the Samson option. What's the Samson option? The Noah Samson option? Are we... If that's like some known political thing, I should know of. I'm sorry, I'm a fool. Let's look it up. What is the Samson option? Is it a thing? Oh, Israel's military of employing massive last resort nuclear retaliation. Oh my God. I know the Dahi doctrine. I know when they killed the Hannibal directive. The Samson option is new to me. Israel's military strategy of employing massive last resort nuclear retaliation. Some people are like Kyle Kalinske seems to think that we're getting nuked. Kyle Kalinske starting to scare the living shit out of me on Twitter. Kyle Kalinske says we're gonna get nuked soon. So, Noah Samson. Eric the Reed says, "Stay strong, Anthony. Thanks for all you do." Eric, thank you for being here. Thank you for the comment. I don't think nukes. Maybe like baby nukes. You know what I'm saying? A Middle East eye. That's fucking awesome. By the way, I just learned something new. I like the Noah Samson option better though. You know what I mean? Let's use the Noah. Let's send in Noah Samson. Middle East eye. Breaking Iran's Red Crescent warns of toxic rain after U.S.-Israeli on-fuel depot. The agency said that contaminated rain could cause chemical burns to the skin and damage to the lungs. Look at this. Good fun if you guys are wondering what this could actually cause. Chemical burns to the skin and damage to the lungs. So don't be going to buy groceries while it rains acid in Tehran. It also advised anyone exposed to the rain to rinse their skin with running cold water. Well, I mean, unfortunately, some villages have had their fresh water cut off. So what do? You know what I mean? They're literally killing people in so many ways. In so many fucked up ways. You can't even fucking clean off the fucking toxic acid rain from your skin because you're out of water because the desalinization plants have been exploded. Crazy. This is Tehran this morning. Thick black clouds are covering the city. Oil and ashes are raining down on the streets. War is hell. A pH test of the water in Tehran also shows that the water has become acidic, resulting from the oil and ashes leaking into the fresh water, the fresh water supply of the city. The corrosion of the city's water and sewage pipes will become a problem for the city, a problem for the generations to come. They're causing that's what Americans and Israelis love to do, causing long-term damage, making these places unlivable. But no, they're being liberated, folks. They're being liberated. Yeah, this is what fucking liberation looks like at the hands of the Americans and the Israelis. Ingenious asked, by baby nukes, you mean something like the port bomb? Maybe something like that. Actually said nukes are nukes, but yeah, they'll downplay a tactical nuke and establish new norms. They might. They might. And like apparently the UAE is entering the fray. Saudi Arabia might start bombing Iran right now because they haven't stopped bombing them. Here's what a car looks like. Oh my god, dude. Look at that. Imagine breathing that in. Can you imagine people's lungs right now? Seriously, you can't leave the house in Iran without a heavy-duty mask. That's fucking crazy, dude. Jesus Christ. This is crazy, dude. So it's like level 4, they said? Level 4? No, it's like here, level 3. Jesus. So the guy's back. This dude's doing God work. Frederick Pleitgen managed to film at the Shahran oil depot in western Tehran that was targeted by airstrikes last night. The oil still seems to be burning. We saw flames coming from some of the destroyed oil storage tanks, also destroyed tanker trucks outside the gate. Sorry for audio issues, was windy.
It's a pretty apocalyptic scene that we're seeing here. We've just made it to the Shahran oil depot, which was attacked last night in major airstrikes. We heard those for hours, really, last night, those massive thuds. And you can see that the damage here is immense. There's an oil tanker over there that's totally destroyed. And you can see that the front gate...
He said, sorry for audio issues, there was wind. We forgive you.
The facility is also destroyed.
Wear a mask, please, dude. Why aren't you wearing a fucking mask? All of you, man. Don't go there. It's good footage, but don't go there.
As well. And then there's just this massive, thick black smoke still originating from the destroyed depot. We've seen some flames also. I think you can see those a little bit in the backdrop. But this site is completely destroyed and at the same time still on fire. And of course, throughout the morning in Tehran, it's been raining. We've seen oil mixed into the rain coming down on the city. And then, of course, the air right now in the city also feels really heavy.
Jesus Christ. What do you even say? Got a couple more links to open up. We're going to try to cover as much stuff as we can today. And then I got to take a little break. And then we're going to join the boys and have a fun stream later as well. Okay, this is the end of the Iran coverage. The end, but like, you know. Couple of updates. Rolling Stone magazine did a commentary piece on March 6th. Commentary: inside Tel Aviv's bomb shelter raves where Israelis gather during missile alerts and dance to electronic music, a defiant act of survival. God, I fucking hate him. Let's read a little bit of this, shall we? Oh, by Hen Mazig. Of course Hen Mazig is going to write this. I don't support Rolling Stone. No ads. Oh, do I have to pay to read this bullshit? No. And in the sleek, detached comfort of a Brooklyn loft or a London flat, the idea of a bomb shelter rave sounds like grotesque performance art, a desperate, neon-soaked cliché. In Tel Aviv, it is something else entirely. This week, I was visiting Israel for a conference to meet my family and friends in Tel Aviv. I experienced it firsthand. In Israel, every building is required to have a reinforced bomb shelter. Ours is a bare concrete bunker underground. That night, someone dragged in a speaker. Someone else said switched on a small strobe light. Within minutes, what had been a tense room of strangers waiting for the authorities to tell us we are safe to go back to home turned into something else entirely. As Iranian ballistic missiles were intercepted in the sky above us, our shelter became something resembling a nightclub. Oh my god, I think I would rather be outside under the Iranian rockets. I shit you not. I fucking hate clubs. I don't go clubbing. I don't like raves. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, you know what I mean? In very specific, certain situations. But if my options are get bombed by Iranian rockets or rave with a bunch of Israelis, I will take death by 1,000 rockets, please. I will take the slowest, most painful death than being trapped in an underground bunker. Like, what if there's like kids there that are trying to sleep? Are you forcibly subjecting them to a fucking rave and fucking shitty fucking Israeli techno music? Ugh. Oh my god, this sounds like torture. This sounds like literal torture. Look at this. Nightmare blunt scenarios. Oh my god. Similar things happened throughout the city. Some in below ground parking lots, other in train station. There was even a wedding. All had one thing in common. The instinctive, almost stubborn insistence on living while murdering other people. Sorry, I added that last part. You might be wondering, how can anyone dance while war and the loss of so many lives hangs overhead? But this isn't bravado, and it isn't a celebration. No one here calls it partying. It's something closer to release, a way through the fear rather than around it. We aren't dancing because we've forgotten the conflict. We are dancing because it has stripped us of every other form of agency. When cornered, the human body refuses to stay passive. It moves to resist. It asserts life. Okay, fuck you, first of all, Hen Mazig. Lebanese people used to do this in the 70s. My mom used to tell me when Lebanon used to be at war, and like in the Civil War, and like back in the 90s or whatever the fuck, they used to go out, they used to like party, and people used to still try to like lead a normal life. I understand that part of it, but fuck Israelis, and fuck turning a fucking little shelter. There's like gonna be people from all ages in that room. Strobe lights, raving, what else are you doing in there? Drugs? Disgusting. Nasty. Anyways. Just an insane piece by Rolling Stone. So fucking tone deaf. While the US rains fucking literal toxic rain. Acidic rain is dropping on the people of Tehran because of the terrorism unleashed by America and Israel. This is the shit that they're fucking... And we got Matt Leck, of course, says fuck all the way off. A defiant act of survival. They're the aggressors. Fuck off. Exactly. The only reason you're getting fucking bombed by Iran is because you fucking started the war. Constant victims... Constant fucking victims begging for sympathy any way they can fucking get it. Look at us, we're the poor victims. Yeah, you fucking started this shit, motherfuckers. And most of them supported. That's the thing. Most of the people in that fucking bunker, you'd think, are like, maybe, actually, we are against this war. They all fucking supported. 73% of Jewish people in Israel don't care about the collateral damage that is happening in Iran right now. Proudfoot guy shared it on Twitter. I saw it today. 73% of Jewish residents of Israel, which is the majority, don't think that collateral damage in Iran is bad. Because that's all they're used to. That's all they know. Anyways, let's move on. Here's a heartbreaking video. This is a mom, an Iranian mom holding her son, trying to calm him as Israel and the US bombs fall and the sky explodes with fear. Iranian diaspora legitimized this war and terror for Trump. Now Iranian children learn the sound of bombs before they learn peace. A few days ago, Demi and I told you that we ran into a guy who was helping her, who was telling her that he's basically telling his 4-year-old son that it's loud fireworks in the middle of the night. Anytime they hear something, he's convinced him that they're fireworks. It's just like if you guys have seen the movie La Vita è Bella or It's a Beautiful Life. What's it called? Roberto Benigni. It's about the dad who him and his son are taken to a concentration camp during World War II. And the dad pretends the whole time that it's a game so that his son doesn't know what's happening, so that his son never feels fear. So his dad the whole time is like acting like a clown, pretending that the whole thing's like a big elaborate game, and that like he and his son are actually there having fun while people are being fucking killed left and right all around them. It's a very depressing, very beautiful film. One of the most beautiful films I've ever seen in my life. How the dad tries to shield his son from the brutality of life. If you haven't watched Life is Beautiful, please watch it. It's so fucking sad and beautiful at the same time, but crushing film. I don't think I've seen it since that. The only time I've ever seen it, and it's never left me. I can kind of repicture the whole movie. You'll never forget that film. This reminds me of that.
ترسیدی؟ منم همینطور. منم ترسیدم. من پیشتم. تو هم پیش منی. فکر کنم یه دونه دیگه هم داره میاد. ممکنه دوباره یکم بترسی. نترس خوشگله.
At least the kid here manages to smile a little bit. You know, I don't understand what she's telling her son, but I hope it's working. But how terrifying is this? How terrifying would it be to have to hold your kid? There were videos from Gaza, I remember, of like literally there was a dad who kept like clapping every time a bomb landed. He would laugh and cheer, and then his kid would laugh and cheer with him, because also they would tell him that it's fireworks and stuff. Yeah, parents go through it, man. You have to convince your kids that it's all okay. If you guys haven't seen that movie, you should watch it. But yeah. So this woman, Masih Aline Jad, apparently has been like a pro-war propagandist since the start. She's been supporting Trump. She's been supporting Netanyahu. She's saying that like this is a war of liberation, etc., etc. Well, she seems to have changed her tone. She says, this is tonight in Tehran. Explosions everywhere and people are terrified. At the same time, the Islamic Republic has shut down the internet, leaving millions in darkness and forcing families around the world into painful uncertainty about their loved ones. Silence fear. And what? And suffering. This is what ordinary Iranians are living through tonight. For more video, check Vahid. So this person shares this video and says, this woman who has been paraded in US news media nonstop for years, and especially in recent weeks to manufacture justifications for the destruction of Iran, cried her crocodile tears for exactly what she and so many in the Iranian diaspora asked for. This is blood on your hands. So, yeah, fuck you, lady. We have a couple of diaspora moments here. This is Goldie Ghamari says, I can't believe I'm living in a reality where Khamenei is dead. Iran is almost free, and despite 47 years of Islamic jihadi propaganda, Americans and Israelis are our biggest allies in helping to liberate occupied Iran. God bless America. I'm Israel Shai, Javid Shah. Does it really look liberated? Dumbass lady. Does it feel almost free? Does it feel free? What's giving you that sense, lady? Fuck this lady. Fucking grifters sold out their fucking people for what? Twitter revenue? Idiot. Here's a good Iranian. Here's a smart Iranian diaspora member. I'm opposed to my country being bombed. Let's listen to what he has to say.
Family. Like my cousin, he has a office in Tehran with his architectural firm, but he lives in Karaj. So basically, from what I understand, my mom has been in contact with our family in Iran. She says that everyone is okay for now, but the bombs are constantly dropping on both their cities. They're hitting many cities in Iran, but especially those two cities, Tehran and Karaj. And for example, one of For my cousin Sudi, who lives in Karaj, they hit like a building or something on basically on her block. I think it might have been like one of the buildings or something like that, government building. I don't exactly know what it was, but essentially the impact of it was felt in every residential area and every building in the neighborhood of where the bomb was dropped, and the proximity of it was basically shaking. So that's how close like our families are to the bombing, to the targets that they're bombing.
With them being in such close proximity, I mean, what's the emotion inside of you, like when you see like the images on the news, that sort of thing?
Yeah,
I feel liberated.
A wild experience as an Iranian American for the president of my country to bomb the cities of where my family is living and basically striking the soil that all four of my grandparents, who I was very close to, are buried under with my tax dollars. Very, very strange. And it's not an experience that I would really, wish upon anybody. So it's wrong. I'm opposed to it. I'm opposed to my country bombing my family's home country, and I'm opposed to, I'm opposed to my tax dollars paying for it.
A lot of us are in the same boat, buddy. My tax dollars were also used to bomb my own people, while I also live here. So, yeah. What happened to the live chat here? Looks like the live chat thing reset or something. What's happening here? Yeah, I mean, amen, dude. Shit, I'm in the same boat. Again, I don't make enough money to qualify for the bracket, or as an American citizen who lives abroad now, I don't get to pay like as much from like for example, YouTube deducts tax money from me, all that shit. Like everyone deducts tax stuff from you. But yeah, I don't owe a lot in taxes most of the time because I don't like live in the States and I make under like 100K or whatever. There's a certain number you need to hit, and I don't make that number. I'm not even close to that number. So, But yeah, fucking crazy, man. It feels fucking strange, man. At least I'm not paying a lot of taxes anymore. But I still file my taxes. So here's an Iranian woman who's sending a message to the people and to the diaspora. This lady's a badass. Let's go.
این نتیجه رقاصه بازیاتونه. اینا رو میبینید؟ اینجا نه نظامی نه بسیجی، اینا زیرساختای کشورتونه. این پالایشگاهی که زده شد معیشت تو ننه بابا تو زیر سوال میبره. ببین یعنی به شرفتون شک کنید، به ذاتتون شک کنید. اینا خوشحالی نداره ها. اینا خوشحالی نداره. اینا زیرساختایی که معیشت من و تو رو زیر سوال میبره. میبینی؟ حالا برقص. حالا پیش دیدی ماشاءالله کن. حالا خوشحال باش.
God damn. What a badass lady.
میبینید؟
What a badass fucking lady.
این نتیجه رقاصه بازیاتونه. اینا رو
This is what your dancing gets you. I love that everyone's just pointing out the fucking dancing. This is what your dumbass fucking dancing gets you, you fucking idiots. God, I'm so glad you made this video.
اینجا نه نظامی نه بسیجی، اینا زیرساختای کشورتونه. این پالایشگاهی که زده شد معیشت تو ننه بابا تو
I can see you guys in the chat here. I just don't see the chat on the screen.
سوال میبره. ببین یعنی به شرفتون شک کنید، به ذاتتون شک کنید. اینا خوشحالی نداره ها. اینا خوشحالی نداره. اینا زیرساختایی که معیشت من و تو رو زیر سوال میبره. میبینی؟ حالا برقص.
See, now go dance. That's fucking great, dude. What a badass. What's her name? An Iranian woman in Tehran sends a message to Iranian diaspora, a monarchist who pushed the US and Israel. What a legend. And finally, a little Anna Kasparian moment, a little Anna Kasparian W. Okay, I know she doesn't have a lot of those. But Jillian Michaels had a dumbass tweet and said, it's wild to me that some of the, obviously from Her Take, folks, our favorite old show, Her Take. Remember the good old Her Take days? It's wild to me that some of the loudest voices right now are arguing over whether the Iranian regime really killed 30,000 people, like the real issue is whether the number is technically lower. If someone wants to say I'm worried about a forever war or this doesn't feel America first, those are fair arguments. Reasonable people can debate that. But pretending the Islamic Republic isn't that bad because you don't like Trump is bananas. That's one hell of a regrettable talking point. Great political, and I wrote fuck you in Israel, by the way, here's my little tweet. Jillian Michaels, but Anna Kasparian really came in with the killer point. You swore up and down that the U.S. wouldn't get dragged into a war with Iran. You said you'd apologize to me if proven wrong. We are now at war with Iran. We bombed an elementary school and slaughtered 160 plus little girls and boys as the opening act of liberating Iran. You are a fitness guru with an unbearably inauthentic vocal fry. You have no credibility on geopolitical matters. I mean, God, she gets so petty sometimes. Anna can get so petty, and that's why we respect and like Anna from time to time. She's been wrong many times. We know. We don't need to get, we know all the bad things Anna and Cenk have done. Okay, but they are entertaining as fuck sometimes, and they are still based as fuck sometimes. And goddamn, you're a fitness guru with an unbearably inauthentic vocal fry. You have no credibility on geopolitical matters. Again, 100% true. Tehran, a city of 10 million people, is literally on fire right now, and this is the slop you whip up as analysis. Embarrassing. Holy fuck. We need more of that energy on her take. Maybe we'd tune in again. Maybe we would tune back into her take if we had some of that. Bring Jillian Michaels back. Why are we doing this over Twitter? Invite Jillian back onto the show, and let's call her. Call her a fitness guru with an unbearably inauthentic vocal fry live on the show. Why are we doing this here, Anna? What a waste of content. Okay, there's a fuckload of content about Dubai in the Middle East, which let's try to get to. Then we'll get to Lebanon. Or should we do Lebanon first? No, let me do Dubai first, and then we'll get to Lebanon. Because we're going to get rid of Dubai quickly. I gotta open up a whole bunch of links, guys. A whole bunch of links. Ooh, Anna quit her take? Did she quit, or did they end the show? Because the show was dying on its own. They already got rid of the set. They started streaming from home. There's a lot of links, guys. Give me 1 second. I have 4 pages of fucking links. Can you believe that? I've been consumed by news, by horrible news. Okay. Uno momento, I apologize. Meg or Maggie, who's been a member for 4 months. Oh, that's so much. Thank you so much, Meg. Sends 3 hearts. Thank you so much, Meg or Maggie. And thank you for being a member for 3 months. That's fucking awesome. 4 months. It's fucking awesome. Okay. Let's jump in real quick. We got another one. Just landed in Dubai and I've never felt safer. Great post. Dubai is paying influencers to go there and say that they feel safe. I mean, even if they're not paying them, this is fucking just pathetic. Literally, it's getting bombed. You don't need to be like, I feel safe. I'm in Lebanon right now. We're getting bombed. I don't need to feel the need to be like, but no, it's accurate. No, it's it's not safe. We don't know what might happen. I'm relatively safe here, but people are dying left and right. We might get hit. We don't know. It's hard to predict. You don't need to insist and put on this face because that's all that Dubai has. All Dubai has is luxury, safety, and stability. That's what they pride themselves on. Now being bombed by Iran has gotten rid of the luxury, the safety, and the stability. Dubai's got nothing going for it anymore. So they're desperately being like, well, no, we're still safe. You can still come and shop because that's all you can do there. That's literally all they have in Dubai. This lady put out a tweet, put out a video saying out for a walk in Dubai and posting about it because nothing bothers this app more than someone choosing to live here and loving it. So she posted this 2 days ago. Lovely walk in Dubai. Such a nice place to walk, you know what I mean? The nice highway, the high rises. The heat, how are they walking in this heat? And goddamn, those, I mean, look, yeah, you could do, I'm not against, listen, plastic surgery, anybody, you can do whatever you want, okay? I think they're are they lopsided or is it me? This side of the lip is way more filled up with filler than this one. This. Notice that? Look at that. Yeah, they are lopsided. I thought her face was maybe going to the side, but no, the lips are completely janked up by her plastic surgeon. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. So anyways, out for a walk in Dubai. I love this. It's so funny, dude. Dude, the replies, the comments are fucking going crazy. Okay. So that's her. Look at this person. So people start quote tweeting a walk in Dubai, shimmying along a freeway. That's her. That's the. I mean, look, that's as good as you can get in Dubai, man. What do you expect? What kind of walks do you want to get over there? I'm just surprised by the heat. Shouldn't this heat be killing someone? It's gonna melt her lips. I guess that's why her lips look like this, because the sun is like melting them. Your filler is melting, ma'am. Is that how it works? I think the filler is melting, and it's like dropping to this side. You know what I mean? It was, both lips look the same, then this side is kind of melting, and it's kind of drooping now. So yeah, so she's shimmying along the freeway. I love that description of it. And then, what else? Do you have another one? Oh, fuck, that was a nice one today. Oh, okay, here's another one. Not to be petty, someone just shared this. I guess that it would be fun to share it. Going out for a walk in Lebanon versus Dubai. Look at our little, when you go out for a stroll here in Lebanon, obviously not all of Lebanon looks like this, you know what I mean? But we have a lot of little lovely areas with beautiful nature and trees. Look at this authentic, culturally a live place. Like Dubai can try to create places like this, and I'm sure they have. They've created little places where you can go walk in like a fake souk with like shops and stuff, but it's like all manufactured. None of it was there 2 years ago. It's just all a bunch of like foreigners from all around the world selling you stuff. Half the business are owned by like British people. It's like, what is it even here? What is this place? What? And when I say foreigners, I don't mean like it's bad to have foreigners. It's just like, there's no one like from the Emirates that like is starting a business. The only employees you see are the migrant modern slaves that they hire, you know what I mean, and barely pay a living wage. This is an authentic place to walk versus a walk in Dubai. So that's what she's walking at. There she is that her? There she is, folks. We got her. Beautiful Lebanon, my beautiful country, folks. What a beautiful country. Okay, so then she quote tweets herself. So now she's upset about all of the feedback. Literally, all I did was post a video of me walking and saying something nice about Dubai, and the disproportionate reaction it's getting is insane. Now, look, to be fair, she didn't say much, but like it's just kind of a douchey video. Like, what are you trying to prove? And like, stop defending Dubai. Just stop defending it. No one wants to hear people defending it. So literally there's about 200 plus replies calling me slurs, personal attacks, comments about my appearance, barely any of it about Dubai. We have plenty to say about Dubai, lady. We have plenty. We've said a lot about Dubai, don't worry. People have been calling it propaganda when Dubai residents tweet positively about the city while running what it literally looks like an actual paid coordinated smear campaign against anyone who says anything positive. Ironic. Anyways, 100k plus views on an 11-second video. And she even uses the R slur. Very nice. But anyways, I mean, someone in Dubai would most definitely do that. Let's go. And that was a fun little distraction. Dubai police. I love this warning by Dubai police because also there's a very subtle hint and subtle threat in there that I don't know if you guys will notice. Heard the warning alert while driving? Your safety comes first. Continue driving calmly and carefully. Do not stop on the road or get distracted by filming. You know, you see what I'm saying? They just really don't want you to film. They really don't want you to capture any footage or any content that makes Dubai look unsafe. They're not straight up telling you you are forbidden to film. They're just suggesting it as a safety thing. Continue driving calmly and carefully. Do not stop on the road or get distracted by filming. What's it to you, man? Okay? What's it to you? They're so controlling of like, just make sure you don't film. They're making it seem like such a nice little suggestion. It's so fucking funny. Once you arrive, take shelter in the nearest safe place until the official all clear is announced. And please make sure not to film. That would be funny if they added that a second time. Follow official instructions to keep yourself and others safe. Dubai police. That was funny. Oh, this is the airport. Dubai airport got hit yesterday. So this is Dubai airport getting hit yesterday.
Another drone. I don't know if you can see or not. It's coming to the airport again. Yeah, Allah. Yeah, Allah, straight to the airport. Oh my God. Yeah.
Shit, bro. Yeah, Allah, it's coming straight to the airport.
To the airport again. Yeah, Allah. Yeah, Allah, straight to the airport.
Bro, that's fucking crazy, dude. You know how many people I know that live in Dubai or like that work in Dubai? Like Dubai is a very common destination for a lot of Lebanese people that are either struggling to find work here. They end up having to go to take jobs abroad. There's a massive population of Lebanese over there. This is crazy, dude.
To the airport again. Yeah, Allah. Yeah, Allah, straight to the airport. Oh my God. Ya Rab. Ya Rab. Ya Rab, straight to the aircraft.
Fuzzo says it's not about showing that Dubai is unsafe. We legit say where the debris fall, and it's all not to give out information. Oh, Fuzzo, are you in Dubai? Well, Fuzzo, but what about the fines? You get fined $600 if you're filming, and if you share any of that stuff online, people are threatened with like $50,000 fines or up to 2 years in prison for sharing like false information. Like, Dubai does not want to get this stuff to come out. And no one in Dubai, like, I wouldn't even want to ask someone on the phone, like, that lives in Dubai, like, hey, what's it actually like? Because they're probably going to be too afraid to tell me, like, oh, it's actually pretty shitty. Like, everyone's just too afraid to, like, lose their job or lose their golden visa.
Straight to... Ya Allah.
Crazy, dude. Fuzzo said, yeah, don't film. Why are you filming and sharing false info? So yeah, I mean, Fuzzo, come on, man. Where are you from? Are you like Lebanese, Fuzzo? So you don't want to share, if you see an explosion, you don't want to film it and share it. Like, look, I just fucking saw an explosion blowing up in front of me in like whatever area. Don't you, like, it's just propaganda, man. You don't have to, if you want to defend Dubai in here, go ahead. You're gonna find yourself pretty lonely. People have the right to fucking film an explosion and share it. Half of CNN, the only footage that people are covering on CNN is coming from people, from like actual individuals living. Like the video that we saw of Tehran on fire, all from cell phones. This is all from cell phones. Yeah, don't film. Why are you filming and sharing false info? How is it false info? If you filmed it, do you not trust yourself with what you're filming? Okay, man, Dubai is such a... Anyways, we have another 40 minutes of just making fun of Dubai, Fuzzo, so enjoy this segment. Here's people at the airport trying to get out of Dubai. Here's another explosion. This was on March 6th as well. God, is that a poop truck? That's so funny. It's not funny, but that's horrible. Like, don't film, don't share false info. I get it. It's two different senses. Don't film, don't share false info. Well, people should be allowed to film, and they should be allowed to share true info. Of course, sharing false info is bad. Why is it even framed as, like, don't share false info? They just don't want people to film. They just don't want people to talk about this, man. Crazy. This was yesterday. It hit a tower in Dubai Marina. Don't you guys want to visit Warner Brothers World? Look at this. There's Batman. Ignore the drone strikes. So a large tower was hit in Marina. Dubai Marina, UAE. This is a very, like, this is, like, guys, in the middle of, like, downtown. You know what I mean? Like, people go out here and, like, have fun here. This is bad for Dubai. This is horrible for Dubai. The Dubai incident involved two distinct impacts. The first landed high on Marina Tower 23, cutting into the upper floors. The second hit a vehicle below, which burned out afterward. From what's visible so far, the tower strike wasn't random. It aligns with a pattern of targeting covert security coordination nodes embedded inside civilian high-rises. Marina 23 sits on the western edge of the Dubai Marina district, a location long rumored to host quiet command and control activity linked to the Zionist entity. The vehicle's role remains unclear and no official information has surfaced yet, but the tower hit stands out for its precision and intent. So people are saying that it's not a random hit, it's not an accident. There's probably some kind of intelligence or US intelligence in that building, in that tower. And there was even a car caught fire. Also, it says it's two. Okay, so people are saying that it's two. So at first, it was reported that shrapnel or debris from the building hit the car, and that's why it started burning. But apparently, this report says that it's two separate attacks. So the attack on Marina Tower was separate, and this car was separately targeted. That would be crazy if they're targeting people in their cars. That's what Israel does, but Israel has way more advanced technology. So if the Iranians are able to do this with, like, their drones, Or unless this was an accident. Politics says they're censoring chat. You're not allowed to say Lebanon, Iran, or Israel in the chat, I think. Only two options: do buy or don't buy. Choose. That was a censored chat. Oh, that's so funny. That was censored? That's crazy. So here's footage of the car. So the War Monitor said that Hebrew media reports suggest a vehicle caught fire in Dubai after being hit by shrapnel from a drone. The drone's target was believed to be Marina 23. Okay, so maybe this was hit from shrapnel. So maybe they took out the drone and that car caught fire. We don't know what's up yet. No, you can. I think Iran and super chats. If you guys try to send super chats, they've been really blocking that stuff. So super chats, people weren't able to say Lebanon 2 days ago. Literally, they were finding ways around saying Lebanon. Breaking: UAE officials say Asian driver killed after debris from an interception fell on his vehicle. Okay, so the vehicle wasn't a targeted strike by Iran. It was debris, like they had said, from an interception. So they intercepted the drone that blew up the building, and then that fell on the car and killed the Asian driver. RIP. Again, Haram is probably a migrant worker who's getting paid below minimum wage, who has maybe his passport taken, that who can barely make ends meet. Those are the people that are getting hit right now in Dubai. Instead of letting these people, like, I don't know, man, take a fucking break. The city's getting destroyed. Do Uber drivers need to be everywhere right now or something? RIP, man. RIP. If he is a migrant worker, obviously you don't have to be a migrant worker if you're Asian in Dubai, but if he's a driver and he's driving some kind of car or like a taxi, he's most likely a migrant worker struggling to make ends meet. And they're the ones who end up being the victims. Allah yarhamak. Iran hit an American Patriot missile site in the UAE. No injuries reported, but they got a lot of fucking American assets. Look at this shit. So Iran continuously striking the rest of the UAE. Breaking: Kuwait has begun cutting production at its oil fields after running out of room to store its bottled up crude oil, per Wall Street Journal. Kuwait is discussing limiting production to just what it needs to cover domestic consumption. Kuwait's 2.6 million barrels of oil production per day appear to be at risk. Arab states in the Persian Gulf are running dangerously low on interceptors to take down Iranian missiles and drones, according to CBS News, citing regional officials. Governments in the region have asked the U.S. to speed up new military supplies, and were told that officials in Washington are forming a task force to handle the effort, but deliveries are not moving as quickly as possible because these guys were not expecting Iran to do what it was doing. Maybe a little bit, maybe to some degree, but they were not expecting the non-stop barrage of rockets that Iran has been sending their way, and they are literally running out of these multi-million-dollar interceptor missiles. This is costing the world economy billions and billions, and will have costed trillions of dollars by the end. The only people coming out of this winning are the fucking weapons manufacturers, just like they always fucking do. Weapons manufacturers are making a fucking killing, and why wouldn't they? Why would they not? It's insane. Megatron. Tons of wealthy Asians are quietly moving their Dubai cash, properties, and family offices back to Singapore or Hong Kong because the Gulf doesn't feel so safe haveny anymore, according to Reuters. Wealth advisors in Singapore are also getting flooded. One lawyer says that 6 to 7, sorry guys. One lawyer says 6 to 7 of his big Dubai clients, average $50 million each, want out ASAP. Another firm saw 10 to 20 family offices inquire this week alone. That's crazy. Family offices, if I'm not mistaken, are like businesses that control funds. They're like hedge funds, or like if you have like a whole bunch of money and you want someone to like invest that money for you, a family office is somewhere that like literally just like handles your money. If that's what they're talking about, that's fucking crazy, dude. This is all they need. This is all they want. This is all Dubai wants. It's like business, money, luxury, and if they've destroyed Dubai. Literally, this week has literally destroyed Dubai. Breaking: Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Kuwait, and Qatar are discussing withdrawing from contracts with the U.S. Financial Times. They want to cancel future investment commitments in the U.S. to alleviate some of the economic strain imposed upon them by the Iran war. This is literally caused by the U.S., by Israel, and these fools for signing off on it and for thinking that they would be okay by supporting Israel and supporting the U.S. and not standing by the Arab brothers, not standing by Gaza, not standing by Palestine. That's what you fucking get. That's what you fucking get for signing the Abraham Accords in Dubai and normalizing relations with Israel. That's what you fucking get. I'm sorry. Oh, is your luxurious 5-star restaurant getting bombed? Oh, boo fucking who, man? I'm sorry. I have sympathy for the people of Dubai, mainly for the migrants that are stuck there. No sympathy for the concept of Dubai, for the UAE, for their governments. You have let Gaza be destroyed. You have signed a deal with the devil. You signed a contract with the United States. You signed a contract with Israel. That is what you fucking get. All Dubai has going for it is luxury, safety, and security. All three are gone. All three are gone. When you think of Dubai, it's being bombed. It's not safe. There's nothing luxurious about being bombed, and there's nothing stable about wars with Iran that you don't know when they're going to start and when they're going to stop. The veil and the allure of Dubai has completely been destroyed. The same goes to Saudi Arabia, although Saudi Arabia does not have the allure that Dubai has, because they've been trying desperately. Project 2030. Khashoggi sends his regards, bro. And this is pretty sad, okay? This is what's happening in Dubai right now. Pet owners are abandoning their dogs and cats as they flee Dubai. In one day alone, I had 27 messages, she said. They don't know where they're going to put the animals because they're leaving the country. So people have been telling us very politely and discreetly that if we cannot take them, we're going to leave them. We're talking about some people with 20 cats who are trying to leave the country. I just rescued 14 puppies and I still need to go pick up 4 more. I've had 2 dogs that have been shot in the desert between the UAE and Oman. Oh my God. We've just received a report of a Saluki that's been tied so tight to a lamppost that his collar ripped his throat, who I'm still looking for. Oh my God. People are literally dumping the cats in front of my shelter and the veterinary clinics. It's selfish and heartless, and there's absolutely no reason to panic at all. Let me tell you that this government has got everything under control. So this is according to Claire Hopkins, a British volunteer from Newport, Wales, who rescues dogs in the UAE. Said a wave of panic was leading to a spike in abandonments, with a dog being left tied up around the city. And there's a photo of a poor little doggo that was abandoned in Dubai. Horrible. And in comparison, let me show you how the people in Lebanon that are being bombed, the people of the South particularly, the people of the South that are losing their homes, what are they doing with their pets? Let's compare. This is a sweet old lady from South Lebanon who's lost everything. It's translated. If you guys can see at the bottom, there's subtitles. That's my cat. She looks like Maki. She's a fluff, not fluffy. She's like a scruffier version of Makuki. So the first person that she rescued was her cat. She just grabbed her cat and put her in a bucket. I put her in a bucket. She said, I said it's forbidden to leave it. I want to leave it in the village without eating. So she said, am I going to leave it in the village without eating and without drinking? Forbidden. God will hold me accountable for her. She's been on the road for 3 days, no blanket, no mattress, no pillow. This sweet old lady, the sweet old Hajj, who hasn't done anything to harm anyone, doesn't have anywhere to sleep because of Israel and the United States.
وبوسها ولاعبها هي القطة مثل ولادي هي يروح كيف أنا يروح هي يروح كيف أنا بياكل وبشرب هي نفس الشيء والله العظيم امبارح اتدينت لها من واحد من عندنا جبت لها 4 علب لطعميها جبت لها مرتديلة وأنا.
But that's so fucking cute. Just like I eat and drink, she does too.
أنا بياكل وبشرب هي نفس الشيء والله العظيم امبارح اتدينت لها من واحد من عندنا.
Yesterday, she borrowed money from someone from her area and bought 4 cans of food. So she borrowed money to feed the kitty. Her name is not mentioned. Unfortunately, we don't know her name.
اوقات بكون عم بيع لقمه مثلا بتطلع فيه وبتناولني بام تمه بطعميها تاكل.
Aw. She's literally taking the food out of her mouth to feed this kitty.
من ايدي ايه معلقه فيها دللها بالبيت منيمه حد بالليل. هي حرام زهقانه بتضلها جوا بالبكاب مش عم تظهر مش عم تتمادى يعني عم بتكذب مثل الصبايا.
Okay. Oh, there we have her name. Hajja Lina. It's not her full name. Hajja and Lina. That's all we can get from this video. Okay. Maybe you could try, Joey, maybe try reaching out to Manatik on Instagram and ask them about the video. Ask them if they have the lady's full name, if there's any way to reach her. Maybe they might be able to help. Also, here's another example of this man with his dog. He didn't want to leave. So this is a Lebanese man who didn't want to leave his home. He was asked to evacuate. He refused to be evacuated, but he ultimately decided to do it because of his dog. His dog was too upset because of the war.
أنا ما كنت بدي أتهجر بس هيدي اللي خلتني أتهجر لأنه هيدي صار عندها ستريس. إيه الكلب بيصير عنده ستريس بالأصوات والانفجارات والصواريخ يعني اتضايقت كتير وصارت تعمل أشياء فهي نايمة على الأرجيلة.
Oh, look at this sweet little baby, little dog. She's sleeping on the hookie. So she got so stressed. She got so scared. And obviously, this happens to all animals. Can you imagine how loud an explosion, how disorienting that must sound to a little doggy or a little kitty? You know what I mean? So look at this little doggo. So this man was like, fuck it. My dog's too stressed. This is stressing her out. I'm taking her out.
هي نايمة على الأرجيلة. الحمد لله إن شاء الله نرجع.
What a good man. Good Lebanese man. This guy, Ahmed Khalifa, said if the UAE... So this Lebanese dude living in Dubai says... And this guy translated, he said, if the UAE opens volunteer spots in its army, 100,000 Lebanese would sign up instantly. It's okay, dude. Your visa's secure. I hate these people licking ass, man. So this confused me. So Iran was saying that neighboring countries will no longer be targeted unless attack is launched from there. So I saw this yesterday and I thought that it would be done. But like Dubai is still getting hit. Everyone is still getting hit. So I guess we're not going to talk about this right now. But this was something that I had read yesterday. Iran was like, yo, if you don't bomb us or if you don't participate in the attacks against us, we're not going to bomb you. I don't think that is happening so far. I'm not going to read this. This guy got out of Dubai. Great. Oh, and we got this today. So breaking... Israel claims this happened today, March 8th. I got this in the morning or like 12:57 p.m. Breaking, Israel claims that for the first time the United Arab Emirates has attacked Iran. And then similar news from Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia has warned Iran that it will join Israel and the US in the attacks. Saudi Arabia has warned that if Iran continues to attack the kingdom and its energy infrastructure, Riyadh would be pushed to respond. So now they're turning the rest of these Middle Eastern countries and these traitors against Iran. So let's see what happens. And one final video from inside a Dubai mall before we switch to Lebanon.
Currently, I am in Yasmul. It's 12:30, I guess, midnight. However, Ramadan timings, that's still... Currently, I am in Yasmul.
Of course you're in a mall. Well, where else are you going to be?
It's 12:30, I guess, midnight. However, Ramadan timings, that's still around 9:30, if you know, you know. I noticed that the mall is pretty much crowded, I guess. If that says something, that would have said, we trust our leadership, and we know that UAE remains safe and secure. Currently, I am in Yas.
What is even the purpose of putting out this fucking video? What is even the purpose of even putting this out? I don't understand. I'm here at the mall. I'm just telling you, it's safe and secure, and we trust the leadership. Good. You're going to get a good pat on the head. They're going to put a star sticker on your forehead. Good girl. You said we're good. Who's benefiting from this? Dizzle McFizzle with a $2 super chat. Thanks so much, Dizzle. Says, remember, Mossad is doing false flags in the region. I know. The whole thing, everything's a false flag. Everything is a false flag. We don't even know what to trust anymore. Okay, sad Lebanese. Did I click these? Oh, yeah. Okay, let's read these two tweets real quick. They're pretty pathetic. And then we're going to move on to Lebanon news. I'm just going to take a 2-second break after this. Haimad, who's a Lebanese citizen. There he goes. I don't know the man. He says, as a Lebanese citizen, I stand with Emirates. I stand with Kuwait. I stand with KSA. I stand with Bahrain against the Islamic Republic of Iran. Good for you, dude. Good for you. Maybe they'll give you a visa. Here's another one. This one is super funny. And I have a quote tweet of this ready in my drafts. I just haven't quote tweeted yet because I don't feel like getting into any beef right now. He says, disgusting are UAE GCC residents who start to badmouth the country after they find the flight out. This country/region gave us, the residents, opportunity, careers, a sense of belonging, and a home away from home. And now a Herculean effort is underway to defend our way of life in the face of risks not witnessed before. Shame on you. Not only that, so okay, this guy's like, hey, if you live here and then you leave the country and then you start badmouthing the GCC, shame on you. That's one thing. Then he starts saying, look at this. People start saying like they should not be allowed back in. He's like, minimum a GCC-wide ban. This motherfucker wants to ban people from coming back into Dubai if they criticize his beloved Dubai. That's how hard he's licking the asshole right now. Like, please give me a golden visa. What the fuck? Look at this. They should just revoke their residency as they are ungrateful for the opportunities this country gave them. 100%. This guy's so fucking bloodthirsty. He's so eager to be the top bootlicker for the UAE and the GCC. He literally wants to kick out other people for just literally sharing like a negative opinion about fucking Dubai. Like, what the fuck, bro? That's so pathetic. That's so sad. Let me, you know what? I do want to put out that tweet of mine. I'm sorry. This guy's fucking annoying. Where are my drafts? What do you guys think of this? This is going to be my quote tweet. This guy wants anyone who criticizes the UAE to be banned for life. Also, what way of life are you talking about? The one built on the back of modern slavery? Anyways, I'm sure this tweet is enough to protect your golden visa, your masters. Let me say your masters will be pleased. It is pretty good. Post. Fuck this guy. Yoinks. Well, this was I had an old tweet about like no one should call into H3. That's so funny. Okay, notification. Sorry guys, I had to do it. I had to do it. Okay, I had to quote tweet this guy. And we're done with Dubai. We be done with the Dubai coverage and the UAE and all that sort of thing. Let's just ban people. Let me open up some links for Lebanon. We have an hour and 10 minutes left on the pod, and then I'm going to take a little break. Got to rest that voice, guys. It's a long night today. Comrade Casey and James, I'm going to need you guys to do most of the talking tonight. Sorry, it's got a lot of links. Got like 2 pages worth of links to open up. Let me start by. Got a lot of victims to look at. And it's important to look at these people. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry about the buzzkill. There's a lot of death in Lebanon right now. A lot of destruction in the south and in Beirut. I do have an update on the GOAT guy. Someone was asking. Lagging Game said, wishing you love and safety. Thank you so much. Very much appreciate you. I'm going to open like a few more links. I felt like I didn't want to take one more day off because I skipped Friday and Saturday. I'm like, dude, I feel like if I took a day off, it would seem like everything was okay here and that it's not going to shit and that like we're normalizing it. I was like, I can't. If I don't stream for 3 days straight about what's happening here, people are going to think that it's like fine and normal. And I'm like, they can't think that. They cannot think that for a second. Okay, that's enough links for now. Let me do one small thing. Can I find it now? I think I can do it now. Sorry. Give me a second. Nour and Nadim did something very cool for the channel, like a cool little BRB animation. that I've yet to use yet. Let me see if I can do it now real fast while you guys are here with me. Okay, it's downloading. Oh my god. Zaytun0 says, by the way, I'm realizing that Tufiluk is pretty base when it comes to what's happening right now. I mean, Tufiluk did have he hates Israel. That's the one good thing Tufiluk has ever said or done or did. They save as desktop. Sorry guys, I'm trying something. I want to see if it works. And then let's try this. Sorry. You guys will see what I'm doing in a second. Wonderland Joey just became a member. Thank you so much, Wonderland Joey. I have a BRB button, and I'm just trying to program what it does. Where is it? Oh. Did that work? That is working, right? Okay. Do not worry. All right, cool. I'm gonna little be away for fuck. Ali dying with a $20 super chat. What the fuck? Ali, what are you doing? Ali with the $20 says, I have nothing intelligent to say. I just want you all to know you're loved. Look after your mental health. I think you should post on the gaming channel if you enjoyed. Well, thank you, Ali. I think I am going to do a gaming session. I'm going to hit up Elias next week, and he's going to come over, and we're going to do some gaming just to get our minds off of things. And Wonderland Joey also gifted a Do Not Worry membership. Thank you so much. It's very sweet. Okay, is it cool? So Nour and Nadim did this themselves as like a surprise. Guys, thank you so much for the generosity. I'm going to take a literally 15-second bathroom break, and I'll be right back. I just want to try this. Machupi. Machupi just wanted to say hi. Hello, Machupi. He's hungry. He wants food. You good, Maki? Maki, you chilling? Makuku? What's up, my handsome boy? He doesn't like getting picked up. Let's go back. Let's go, my chupi. Need you in a bit. Need you in an hour. I'll be with you. Maki and myself are both gonna have dinner in an hour. Little Makuki. No, the music is not AI generated. Nadim knows how to compose like music, like beats and synth beats and stuff. So I'm guessing he did it. I'm guessing he probably did it. We don't do no AI here, folks. Okay, let's talk about Lebanon real quick. As I said, the death toll in Lebanon is very much on the rise. Okay, let's see. Is my tweet getting me in trouble? Okay, no one cares about my tweet. No, I'm gonna delete this tweet. I don't feel like getting into any fucking trouble. You know what I mean? Today, not trouble. Like Twitter fights. Fuck it, man. 8 minutes, not a single like. Delete. Not worth it, man. Let's go. Bang. There you go. That's how you get yourself out of Twitter beef. Okay. First of all, I was not expecting to ever start with this, but we live in weird times. We live in strange times. Sneeko, local brown Nazi and lover of Kanye and lover of the Heil Hitler song, has put out a tweet in support of Lebanon with 4 photos. Because as you guys know, we covered Sneeko's visit to Lebanon. He went to the Rio Lento water park, which my water park in Water Park Simulator was called Rio Lento. He said, our prayers are with the amazing people of Beirut and all of Lebanon with a Lebanese flag and a heart. Here's our boy. Look at that, hanging out with Lebanese kids, Lebanese children. We saw this clip. He was asking, like, hey, would you marry like a man who spoke like whatever? They were talking about marriage to these girls. I remember we saw this clip. And here he is with a little child signing a little child's shirt. Sneeko, the icon, the idol. You know what I mean? And Bad Lefty, of course. A broken clock is still right. You know, twice a day. So yeah, guys, the Sneeko. Sneeko's with Lebanon. Hermio, not sneaker, Sneeko. Sneeko on behalf of all of Lebanon and Rio Lento. May I just say, do not come back, okay? Do not come back. Thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you, Sneeko. You are not welcome here. Beirut.com. Displaced women shouldn't have to worry about access to menstrual products. Jayitna is distributing period products and sending cash support across Lebanon to reach those who need it most. Here's how you can help. So here's another interesting Lebanese charity that you guys can support. Let me write their name down because I have the names of 3 that we're going to try to help. Maybe this is also interesting. Where did I have it written? Do I not have it somewhere? Jayitna as well. So good idea because products, menstrual cycle products, female, God, what's the word? Hygiene. Female hygiene products are always overlooked when things like this happen. Jim D. Dukers with a $5 dono. Maki and Nata money, Jim. Maki and Nata are very thankful. They're very thankful. They appreciate you. Kitties, you got lunch for the next couple days. Jim, thank you so much. So we'll talk more about Jitna later down the line. Hopefully we can help them. Muhammad shares this. He says, today while I was taking a cab home, there was a family of 3 sitting next to me. The woman told her husband, let's go back to our home in Dahieh. He replied, we can't go back there. It's dangerous. She answered, we can't keep sleeping on the streets like this. What a heartbreaking conversation to listen into. A family of 3. Again, the woman told her husband, let's go back to our home in Dahieh. He replied, we can't go back there. It's dangerous. She answered, we can't keep sleeping on the streets like this. So this is the choice that they're giving people. Either go back to your home and risk death because we're going to bomb it indiscriminately, or bahadlu halkun, sleep on the streets. We want you to feel unwelcome. We want you to feel suffering. We want you to be displaced. We want you to be cold. We don't want you to get access to food. Choose. What do you want? Discomfort, bahdale, lack of dignity, even though these people will have dignity no matter what Israel and the US try to do to them. But that's how they think in their minds. Or do you want to risk going back to your home and getting bombed? That's what they're aiming to do. Here's a cute video of a little kid talking about what's kind of what they're going through.
شو قام قالت لي طلع الحرب قلت لها شو فيها يعني كنت بدي كمل نومتي رجعت فيقتني قلت لها لوين بدنا نروح قالت لي ما بعرف مش عارفين لوين بدنا نروح نحن قام اتكلنا لوين بدنا نروح مع خالي ورجعنا اليوم ورجعنا نمنا بالسيارة وما عادش عرفنا لوين رايحين علقنا بالعجقة وجينا لهون وهلا باقيين.
So this kid is being woken up in the middle of the night by his mom. They're sleeping in cars. They don't know where to go. They're going to their uncle's house, but their uncle's house isn't safe. They spend more time in the car. Now they're just walking around Beirut. They're just walking around Rosh, not knowing where to go.
Look at
this little adorable little boy. This little boy should be home playing with toys, having a good time. You should not be worrying about finding a place to stay.
فيقتني امي على 3 الصبح قلت لها شوفي شو قام قالت لي طلع الحرب قلت لها شو فيها يعني كنت بدي كمل نومتي.
She's like, I just wanted to go back to sleep. Of course, as you should, little man. 3 a.m. It's a horrible time to be woken up. I call that airport time. When you book a flight at like 6 a.m. or 7 a.m., you have to wake up at 3, do that horrible fucking thing, and get your. I hate that. There's nothing worse. Zaytun, I was just going to say this. Says this boy's adorable. He looks 7 and sounds 87. He speaks like an old man. He is very articulate and very maniere. I don't know how to say it. Like he's very like with his hands, the way he moves his hands, very expressive with his hands, like an Italian.
رجعت فيقتني قلت لها لوين بدنا نروح قالت لي ما بعرف.
He's moving his arms around.
مش عارفين لوين بدنا نروح نحن قام اتكلنا لوين بدنا نروح مع خالي ورجعنا اليوم ورجعنا نمنا بالسيارة وما عادش عرفنا لوين رايح.
ما عادش عرفنا. رؤيا. He really does sound like an older man. ما عادش عرفنا بدنا نروح. لك حبيب قلبي. This little kid should be home chilling. You know what I mean? Maybe doing something that an 87-year-old man enjoys doing.
علقنا بالعجقة.
علقنا بالعجقة.
وجينا لهون. وهلا باقيين.
Adore. Look at that little smile. Look at that little smile. Look at his little teethies. His little teeth still growing in. He should be chilling. This kid should be chilling. Lebanon's health minister, speaking of Lebanese kids, Lebanon's health minister says that 83 children among almost 400 killed in a week of conflict between Hezbollah and Israel. 83 kids, 1/4 of are killed. We have slightly more specific numbers. So Lebanese health minister in a presser says death toll is now 394, including 83 children and 42 women. So do the 83 children sound like they're part of Hezbollah? Are the 83 children a threat to Israel's democracy or to Jews in the region? I don't understand. And how about the 42 women? Let's assume every single man they killed was a Hezbollah militant. Let's just for the fun of it. Let's say, you know what? Okay, you got them all. What about these 42 women and 83 kids? 83 kids. No, later. 83 kids. Like we just saw that video of that one adorable kid, that one kid. Imagine 83 times that kid. Or that cute little kid who was going to school, Mikhail, in Iran. With his little water bottle and his little glasses, waving goodbye to his mom. Imagine that times 83. You don't have to imagine because they killed 160 of him and his friends at that school. Israel has massacred tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of children in Gaza. 83 Lebanese kids dead in a week, man. Shu 83. What? Shu 83. What is 83, dude? What is 83? I don't want to even say that number. It's offensive. Every one of those children, I want to read their names and mourn them for a month, for a year. Saeed said numbers talk. These are families. Says 4 hospitals ceased operating. Switched to English to add medical teams and ambulances are under direct attacks. This is unacceptable. So Israel and the United States are firing at medical teams and ambulances. 4 hospitals have ceased operating. 394 dead. 83 kids. 42 women. So 83 and 42. Let me do some math. That means 269 men were killed as well. Let's not leave them out of this. 269 men have also died. 269 Lebanese men, 83 Lebanese kids, and 42 Lebanese women, even if they're not Lebanese, wherever they're from. If they're Syrian, wherever they're from, bless them, bless their souls. An entire family was killed in Israeli airstrikes on the town of Jibshit in southern Lebanon. Hassan Kamel Fahs, his wife Iman Makki, their son Muhammad, their daughter Batul, and her husband. So I'm guessing this is Mr. Hassan Kamel Fahs, his wife Iman Makki, their son Muhammad, I'm guessing their daughter Batul, and presumably her husband. All killed by Israel. Rest in peace. Israel killed this newly married couple today in Lebanon's valley, Hussein and Ruqayya. Ruqayya was 8 months pregnant. Hussein and Ruqayya, she was 8 months pregnant, so their unborn child as well. On Wednesday, an Israeli strike on a residential building in Baalbek killed 9 people, including 3 children. Among the victims was schoolgirl Miran Abdesatir. This is her notebook found amid the rubble. She's in grade 1. She's got her pink little notebook. A lot of empty pages. I'm guessing she didn't get a chance to fill it up too much. These are the names of some Lebanese children who were killed by Israel over the past 2 days. One sec, it's hard to read their names, so... Muhammad Hussein Ames, little boy right here, up there. I mean, I guess the AI generated a photo of him. His family must have. That's so sweet. Poor kid. Adam Sanaknaki. Look at that little boy. Hassan Tiny. We got Zainab Jubaili. They don't have everyone's names on here, I guess, unfortunately. We got Hussein Ibrahim Kawtharani. We have Ali Ibrahim Kawtharani. I guess they're brothers. We have whatever posts I could find about victims and their pictures and their names. I pulled up. It's like the least we could do. So yeah, Israel is targeting Hezbollah, not Lebanese people. Here are some of the Lebanese civilians killed by Israel across Lebanon today. They have more people. I don't have their names. I'm sorry. I'm guessing this is a man and his mother. Oh, this little girl, man. This is heartbreaking, dude. This kid's on his little, little four-wheeler, being a badass. This is presumably from a teacher who shared this. My classroom feels unbearably quiet. My students' 2 bright, gentle souls are gone, and the silence they left behind is louder than any lesson I could ever teach. It is a pain beyond words to say goodbye to children who had so much life ahead of them. I don't have their names, but they're both kids, I'm guessing, in Nour, in a school, M-A-S-E school. Israel killed this mother and her 2 children today in Lebanon's Bekaa Valley. So I don't have their names. There were 26 killed and 35 wounded in Israeli strikes on Nebi Sheet in the Bekaa Valley. 26 killed and 35 wounded. Look, oh my god, dude. An Israeli airstrike on a house in southern Lebanon's town of Majd al-Salm has killed 9 members of the same family. So we saw a lot of stuff like this in Gaza, just killing full-on families, parents, kids, the grandparents, an entire family trees wiped the fuck out in a quarter of a second because some fucking war fucking criminals want to sell more weapons. This man's looking for his son buried in the rubble.
ساعة إنه ابني يعني صاروه من امبارح ساعة 5:30 تحت الدمل معقولة ما في دولة حتى جرافة والله هي تكسر راس يا بتكونوا هونيك يا نحن مش رح نطلع فيكم والله حرام مش بس ابني.
Yeah, massive failure from our Lebanese government that has yet to respond to this in any official capacity. They're letting people figure out, like, there's no one to help him try to find his son. The government isn't even sending a bulldozer. Are you kidding me?
ما نحن ابني وغير ابني في كتير ناس عم تروح هيك ظلما ودولتنا مش عم توقف معنا لا والله حرام نحن بنانية معنوية بنانية فيش
The people of the South feel completely abandoned. You know what I mean? Just because they're from even saying South Lebanon. What do I mean when I say South Lebanon? Lebanon's being bombed. Lebanon's being bombed. We're just saying South Lebanon so you guys know which part. But like, yeah, even saying South Lebanon makes it seem like, well, I mean, it's the South. It doesn't affect me. And they're forgotten. They've been abandoned by their own people, by their own government, which is why we have to desperately come together next week and try to raise as much money as we can to help these people, whether it's by providing food, shelter, helping animals, whatever it is.
5 دقايق طلع على البناء بده ينزل الفطور ترى انه الطيران هيك ما في شيء ما عندنا شيء مخبى ما عندنا شيء الله يرحم كل شو بدي اقول ما عادش تقول فيك تقول فدا لبنان بدي اقول فدا جنوب بس لانه معتبريننا نحن مش لبنانية اصلا هون جنوب مش
Okay, no worries, of course. This is heavy. This is like not this is not the show that I want to do. This is not the show that this is supposed to be. Unfortunately, there's been a lot of this in the past 3 years. You know, it's been it's affected this war affects everything we do. It affects my work because my work isn't supposed to be this. It affects our work, like literally, like shops are closing. I had a shoot in a month that is most likely canceled. Like everything is affected by this. Like it literally dictates my whole life when you think about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be talking about this stuff either. It's crazy. Thank you so much, Kate. We appreciate you. Sad events. At least 20 civilians, including Joey says, I'm new here. Have you already organized something? Oh no, Joey, the fundraiser is going to take place next week sometime, either Friday, Sunday, or Monday. So either the 13th, 15th, or 16th of March. I'm still just trying to pick a day. I'm going to be live streaming for like 14 hours or something. And we're going to be raising money. We're going to have like a GoFundMe or a Chuffed link, some guests, some fun activities. And we're going to be raising as much money as we can. We're going to be distributing it mainly to Nation Station, which is an abandoned gas station in Beirut that has been converted into a kitchen that is serving up to 1,000 meals a day, and that we're going to be donating a bunch of money and to try to نوزع أكل قد ما فينا. Kate from Canada with a $7 donor, Lebanon in our hearts. Thank you so much, Kate. That's way too generous. Kate, get out of here. Don't be looking at this anymore. It's way too kind. Thank you. So yeah, 20 people killed as well. More damage, more destruction. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, these are some of the 20 civilians that were killed. Those identified so far include Muhammad Shakir Fawaz, Anam Sayir, Muhammad Ali Ma'touk, Ahmed Hassan Ma'touk, Khairallah Muhammad Ma'touk, Juri Al Ma'touk, Muhammad Ahmad Ma'touk. Oh, that's the family. That's the full family. Hassan Muhammad Ma'touk, Khairiyya Ahmad Ma'touk, Maysim Bilal, Fatima Hassan Ma'touk, and Shakir Ali Fawaz. Bob Vorn says to hear my home village of Majd al-Salam is basically gone has really angered my soul. I'm so sorry, Bob. That fucking sucks. Yeah, I feel so powerless. And the best we could do is like what? Raise a bit of money? Like it's crazy. It's insane. Here's another one, folks. Here's some good news. Changing it up a little bit. Here, we need prayers, folks. IDF soldiers that have seriously been wounded in Lebanon by engaging with Hezbollah. Let's read those names for a change. Eyal ben Mirav, Eyal ben Karen, David ben Sima, Yinon ben Orit, Ariel ben Esther, Ron ben Natalia, Banaya ben Revital, Metanel ben Tizi, Yinon ben Hadassah, Matan Mordecai ben Meira. May God bless them with a full recovery. Amen. Let us all put our hands up in the air in prayer for those injured IDF soldiers. May the Lord take them. May the Lord take them to a better place. Or straight to fucking hell, motherfuckers. Burn in hell, you pieces of shit. You set foot in my fucking country. That's what you fucking get. That's what you fucking get. You want to come in here? You want to come to South Lebanon? You want to take my land? You want to bomb my people? You burn in fucking hell. Time out, bitches. Time the fuck out. Time the fuck out. كسمكم بأيدي واحد واحد يا اخوة الشرموطة. انتيكو يا يورا. Anyways, here's our goats. The shepherd that we met last time at the end of the stream. To save his herd from the Israelis, a shepherd in Lebanon walks 3 days to move his goats and sheep from Nour on the border to West Ba'a. But they're still bombing Ba'a as well. There's nothing safe. There's nowhere safe about this. This is so cute.
لوين طالع؟
طالعين على الباع الغربي.
قد ايه لك كم ساعة؟
صار لي نهارين ماشي.
He's been walking for 2 days. Look at this. Look at this. They're so cute. They're little bells.
يومين.
قد ايه متوقع توصل بقد ايه وقت؟
بدي 5 أيام. أنا يومين وبدي 3 أيام بعد لا أوصل على الباع.
He needs 5 days. It's a 5-day journey. They're 2 to 3 days in already. They're so cute with their little goat butts. Look at those little goat butts. Ooh, Ali Donning with a $20 super chat. Ali, that's way too kind. My dad was drafted into Vietnam and my best friend was deployed to Afghanistan. I was raised in a military town. So many of my loved ones are haunted and won't talk about it. I've never known how to handle this. That's crazy. And I'm sure they've seen horrible things. They might also definitely regret a lot of the things that they were maybe forced to do or the things that they had to see whether they wanted to or not. I'm so sorry to hear about that. You know, and we do. I mean, we know we got Dizzle McFizzle in the chat. We have like some awesome veterans in this community as well, who shared their experiences with us and who know how hard it's like. So maybe try to connect Ali. Maybe if you can talk to Dizzle or someone in the chat here who's a veteran. Maybe you can get some advice. But thank you so much for so generously supporting the channel, Ali. It's way too kind. And also, the best thing you can do is just, I mean, I'm sure you know, just by judging by, you know, by your chats and your role in this community, you're a safe space for these people to share as well. So, you know, and I'm sure you've let them know in the past, but they should. I feel anyone would feel comfortable and safe speaking with you about something like this because you're not going to judge them in any way. Ali says, Dizzle sounds so much like my dad. That's awesome. That's fucking cool. Yeah, Dizzle's the shit. Here's Animals Lebanon, who, by the way, one of you guys donated $100 to them last time. A Sunflower Dragon sent them $100 via PayPal, just because we mentioned them real quick, which is fucking awesome. Another day of searching for animals left behind after bombing. Today, our team received several calls from families forced to evacuate. First stop, Mreje. And again, these volunteers are putting their lives at risk because they're going to areas that have been evacuated, areas that might be bombed by Israel at any second. They don't care. They're putting their lives at risk, volunteering to save innocent puppies and kitties that have been abandoned. Haley said, I tried to test the super chats with we need less nets and yahoos and it wouldn't send. That's fucking crazy, dude. Even with all these like code words. Oh, the kitty's terrified. It's okay, buddy. It's okay, kitty. What? It's okay. One moment of terror, but you're going to safety, little baby. 5 cats were still trapped inside their home. One by one, the cats were safely rescued. Next up, they're going to Marmura. Oh, look at the cats at the back. Before we arrived, the Guardian went back to search for the cats. Sadly, they were nowhere to be found. Holy shit. See, people are losing their cats. Either they're running away or... Then we received a last-minute emergency call. 3 cats were trapped inside the car. Bro, grabbing a cat that does not want to be grabbed is one of the most difficult things you could do in the world. No, guys. I know you're hungry. You're going to eat in 10 minutes. 30 minutes. Having to lie to them, it's 40 minutes. No. Between missions, our team also left food for stray animals struggling to survive, so that's awesome. Look at that. Some dry food left in the street. So kitties can come get a little bite. 9 cats rescued today. Bless you. Tomorrow there will be more calls, more animals are still trapped. Help us reach them. Donate, foster, volunteer. GoFundMe link in bio. That's crazy, dude. God bless them. Again, it's volunteers. It's people doing this. It's not the government. No one else is doing this. Breaking. Massive Israeli strikes on Lebanon in the morning hours. This was 2 days ago. Beirut suburbs, an entire building just smacked out. Look at that. Residential buildings, just as it is, gone. They want to flatten the Beirut suburbs. They want to make them unlivable. They want to punish Hezbollah and punish anyone who ever thought of supporting Hezbollah. They're just punishing people for being Shia at this point. Hey, you live in that area. You live in an area where there's Shia people. You're gonna suffer. You're gonna struggle. They want to make it impossible for these people to rebuild. They want to make it impossible for these people to come back. They want to make it so that these people have to leave the country or try to live in different communities, and they want that to cause stress between the different communities. They want Christians to turn on Muslims. They want the Muslims to turn on the Christians. That's what they're hoping for. I think here is... Yeah, Ali says it looks like Gaza as they always wanted. Exactly. Makuki! This is the level of destruction in the south. Look at this. Jim with 5 gifted memberships. Holy shit. Thank you so much, Jim. Jim with 10 gifted. Jim, you got it. Please, no more. I beg you. I beg you all. This is unrecognizable, man. 1 second. I had to trick him. Jim, thank you so much. Holy shit, we got how many new members today? We're at 12 new members. Hell yeah. That brings us to 610 members. God damn. Insane, dude. This is fucking insane. This is Dahi again, southern suburbs of Beirut. This is they demanded this whole area be evacuated. A massive area where hundreds of thousands of people live. We have currently over 1.2 million people displaced, either from South Lebanon or from the southern districts of Beirut. Look at this. And before, when this used to happen in previous wars, people would always say like, okay, but I mean, Hezbollah will always rebuild. They have funding. They have funding from Iran. They have funding from Syria. Now, where's Hezbollah going to get the money to rebuild all of this? Iran is in the midst of a war. They've taken a lot of damage. Iran's defending themselves great, and they've acquitted themselves great as well. But like, it's not going to be easy for Iran to send people, to send any money to help rebuild. Hezbollah's taken a lot of damage. They've lost a lot of their money. Literally, some of their money reserves were like exploded as is, like cash. They just blew up cash reserves a year ago. When Israel was bombing. So it's going to be harder than ever to... And like, do you think the Lebanese government is going to rebuild? Dahi, you think the Lebanese government has any money to rebuild the southern suburbs of Beirut? Has a single country come out and publicly pledged to help Beirut rebuild? Has anyone pledged their support to help rebuild Dahi? No, they stay away from it because it's Shia, because Hezbollah members or supporters live there. They don't want to touch it. You know, they treat these people as a cancer. So it's fucking insane. I don't know what else to say. I had to put a limit on myself today. Like I kept, every time I would go on Twitter and I would find something new, I would send it to myself and add it to the list. I was like, okay. I was like, at 3:15, I'm like, I'm not gonna get any more updated news. Like, that's it. My mind, like, there's more news coming out. There's more destruction happening than I am able to keep up with. So even as someone who's trying to like report the news or share what's happening, like right now, if I just open, let's go to my homepage on Twitter. Okay, nice. That's the first thing I got. Is that a real man? What? Don't ask why I got this on my page. I was looking at some bodybuilder stuff because that's one of the topics on Better Left Unsaid. There's like some guy had like a crazy before and after. So I looked at one of those posts and now that's what I'm getting recommended here. Oh, she's still talking about her post? Okay, Asmongold. We're going to talk about that on Better Left Unsaid. We got this boy again. I can't look at this kid's face again, man. It's crazy. Anybody who can watch their government murder this little boy. He looks like a real. You guys want to look at? You want to look more closely? I think you guys want. I think you guys want that, don't you? But this is gonna make it worse for my algorithm, dude. What is this? How do you even look like this? God damn it, dude. Oh shit. Israel has killed young cinematic designer Muhammad Ali in southern Lebanon. He worked on several drama productions airing this year, including Maulana and Bil Haram. The fuck, dude? They're really doing I'm Ozempic and they're still making these ads? I just want to show you guys what the... Okay, so that you guys don't, like, just understand where this came from. 5... Just look at this. This is kind of nasty. We might talk about this again later. But look at this fucking thing that I saw. That's what started this whole thing. This is... I want to talk to Comrade. Like, look at this guy. Some mass added to the frame for client Justin. Left photo is when we started. Right is current. Look, it looks like a different man. It looks like he aged 30 years. This is the same guy. I tried to look. Is this AI? Is this fake? This is the same man. This is what steroids does to a man's fucking face. Look at him. He looks like the Mountain from Game of Thrones. He looks like a 50-year-old The Mountain. He looked like a normal dude. He looked like a normal fucking dude here. Look at him here. This is not fucking normal, dude. What the... I did not know steroids did this to a man's face. Insane shit. So yeah, that was going to be one of the fun topics and one of the fun distracting topics at the end of the stream today. Insane. Crazy. At first I was like, this has got to be AI. This cannot be a real transformation. It's a real transformation, folks. It's real. These are some puppies hiding in Dahya, in a destroyed building in Dahya, Beirut. Little puppies are terrified. They're all hiding together. Oh my god, dude. I know nothing tugs at Americans' heartstrings like puppies. I know y'all love your puppies. Well, is this enough to end the war? If we show this to someone, Lebanese puppies hiding in fear, will we stop being bombed? Yeah, Habibi, look at this little baby. You little babies, you little scared little puppers. No, this is the most courageous one of all. He's out. He's like, I'll protect you guys. Yeah, Habibi, you little baby puppies. Look at you little baby puppers. If I could adopt all of these little fuckers, I would. I swear to God, I would put them all in my little apartment, okay? And we'd all live a happy life together, but I can't. Yeah, Habibi, you little babies. I gotta finish this video. I gotta finish the video. Look at these little eyesies. No. No, look at this little one. Look at this little one. He's so sweet. You little baby puppies. You little sweet little babies. The Lord shall have his revenge, I promise you. Guys, let's prayers up again for those injured soldiers, for the IDF. We hope that you do not suffer long and that, you know, you join your families in hell. An Israeli drone strike on the Dahr al-Baydat road targeted the van driver who was of Syrian nationality miraculously survived. Habib Elbna, Yatik Al-Fafia, Salamtak, no injuries were reported. Also, quick meal. What restaurant is this? I don't think this is kind of advertisement anybody wants to get. This is the hotel that was hit in Beirut. Drone strike targeted an apartment in the Ramada Hotel in Rawsheh, central Beirut. This is Israel acting outside of its where usually attacking. This isn't in the Beirut suburbs. This isn't in Dahya. This is exactly to make people hesitant about accepting displaced people. We talked about this. They did the same thing in another hotel in Beirut 2 days ago. They bombed one of the floors, a targeted strike supposedly. This is to make people not willing to accept displaced individuals, let them into Christian areas. This is to create and sow division amongst the population in Lebanon. They want to try to have chaos. They want to try to have a civil war. Christian versus Shia, Shia versus Sunni. You stay away. You're part of Hezbollah. If you come to our area, you're going to bring fire, death, and destruction to our areas. We want to remain safe. You stay out. So every couple of days, they're going to hit a hotel. They're going to make sure to kill someone to make every single Lebanese person think twice before they accept to help someone from South Lebanon or any Shia person, someone from the suburbs. They don't want us to stand together. They want us to stand divided. And this is part of their plan.
The projectile struck. This hotel in downtown Beirut was the subject of an Israeli strike early in the hours of Sunday morning. It came with no warning. It appears to have been a targeted assassination attempt. The projectile struck just one room of the hotel. There's a bit of blast damage to the others. We do not yet know who the target of that was, but inside the hotel there were hundreds of other people, and we've spoken to a number of them this evening. They themselves have been displaced from Dahya after the Israeli military issued another forced evacuation order earlier on Saturday. And so people, they vacated their homes in a hurry. We've got hundreds of thousands of people displaced across Beirut and across the country. They went there because they were seeking a place of safety.
We were in the Duroy Hotel, which is opposite the Ramada Hotel, and it faces the hotel that was targeted in the attack. We were on the 4th floor, and it was directly opposite us. When the strike happened, we felt as if it had occurred right above our heads.
I was already living in the southern suburbs, and I had moved here after being displaced. This is not the first time. It is the second time that I've come here after being displaced. But this is the first time something like this has happened to us. In fact, it is the first time an assassination has taken place in a hotel in Lebanon, especially in Rawsheh. In Lebanon, this area is known for being safe, but in reality, it's not safe now.
Again, this continuation of the pattern of Israeli airstrikes expanding outside the areas that they say that they are targeting. They say that they're targeting Hezbollah. And so we're seeing continued airstrikes in the southern suburbs of Beirut, across the south of the country close to the Israeli border, and also in the Bekaa Valley. And these are traditionally Shia areas, which is the support base for Hezbollah. But what we have seen tonight is this targeted assassination striking this hotel here in central Beirut, an area very far outside where you would expect to see something like that. And so it's causing it's raising the level of fear and tension here across the country as we're starting to see these Israeli airstrikes following the people who are fleeing them. And it makes people in the rest of the country very wary and potentially resentful of welcoming in and sheltering the people who have been displaced. Heidi Pett, Al Jazeera, Beirut. This hotel...
There, she just said it herself. It makes people wary and hesitant about accepting to help other people, about accepting to greet displaced individuals. We even talked about, like, a couple of days ago, some like tips that people were giving each other. Like, for example, only accept families, or only women and children, no men allowed, or no single men allowed, because they might be like someone from Hezbollah who's like escaping or something. It's fucking chaos. But I think so far, things are okay in Lebanon. Everyone's opening their doors for the most part. People are helping out. People aren't falling for this. We have big public schools and stuff that are greeting as many people as they can. It's not perfect. We still have a lot of people on the streets, a lot of people that are refusing to leave, a lot of people that have nowhere to go, that are still staying in Dahi or in the south, even though there have been evacuation orders. They just have nowhere to go. They have nowhere to go. Yeah. God, I hope we can raise some money and help. I don't even know how. Help. I don't even know how, guys. I feel so useless. Okay, got a little bit more. We got 25 minutes left on stream before I have to take a break, and we come back with Comrade
Hezbollah's
Casey,
decision to enter the war
James,
comes...
Speak to our correspondent.
Leftist, and Sean the Black. You're going to get to hear voices other than mine for a change. Yeah, that we're almost done. Oh, Volume Masters. 810 says, by the way, you can add a free extension to your browser called Volume Master. You can use it to boost the volume of any video if its volume is too low. Hassan, if Hassan uses it, then I'll use it. Only if Hassan uses it. No, I'm kidding. Let me write that down, though. It's good to know. Volume Master. Guys, I'm so hungry. Me so hungry. Okay. Just make sure I have everything here that I need. Sorry if this was a bit of a downer. Sorry if this episode was a downer, y'all. We need to come back with some fun stuff. It just feels weird doing anything fun, anything not related to this while this is happening. It's my God. I would love to talk about other fun stuff. It's impossible to do now. It is impossible to do now. Literally. Yeah, Haley says likely they weren't even targeting anyone. They want people to point. Exactly. They're probably just killing random people. And like, it's just to make people think, like, was he a target? Should we not have people? It's just, like you said, they just want people to point fingers at each other. So Soul Life says, I use Volume Master. It's been great, but I had to disable it when using Google voice calls. Oh, okay. Jim sends a $5 super chat and says, you're not useless. You give the West important personal testimony about the stuff happening where you live. Thank you, Jim. Thank you. I appreciate you. Stop donating, Jim, but I wish I could do more. Like, you guys could get this off of Twitter. Like, you could find someone else. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what could we do that is like, and again, raising money is not useless, but like, how can we? God damn it, man. I'm excited for the fundraiser just because I just want to help. I just want to, and I will sit here for 24 hours. I don't care. I will sit here as long as we can. I will double the goal. We're going to start with like a $2,000 goal, and then if we meet the $2,000 goal, we're going to add and add and add and add. I will stay here 24 fucking hours. I'll cut it into 2 12-hour live streams because YouTube, you can't go longer than 12 hours. I'll do 2 fucking 24-hour streams. I'll get a bunch of coffee. I don't drink coffee, but I'll drink some coffee. I'll get a Red Bull or 2. And we will stay the fuck up, and we will I will sing California Dreaming 100 times. I will read the whole Sex Bear book. I will read the whole fucking thing. So Israeli media now claims that former Al-Qaeda leader and now Syrian President Ahmad al-Shara, or Abu Muhammad al-Julani, wants to strike Hezbollah positions along the Syria-Lebanon border in the Bekaa Valley. A report says Damascus is focusing on dismantling Hezbollah infrastructure there. Syrian Defense Ministry flatly denies border deployments are purely defensive and organizational. No escalation, no targeting any party. Wait a second. There's a picture that I didn't show. Did I not save it? Oh, shit. 1 second. There's one photo that I have to show you guys. It's the Lebanese border, what it's looking like right now. Jim with another $5 dono says, you are not the boss of me. Even though you're the boss of me. I'm not the boss of you. How am I the boss of you, Jim? You're the boss of me. You're all my bosses. Wait, did I save the picture of the Lebanese border? Yes. Oh, no, I didn't. There it is. This is what our border looks like right now. I might have saved it earlier, but just in case I don't have it. Israel military buildup near the border with Lebanon. Look at this. Look at all these Israeli tanks on our borders. Haley says we wouldn't be able to watch you if you just didn't care. Oh, I know. That would be insufferable content. Look at this. Look at all these Israelis on our border, man. How terrifying is this shit? Well, not terrifying because they're a bunch of pussies. And the resistance will beat their fucking asses. But, like, it's just disgusting. Ali Donning with another $10 dono sends a heart. Thank you so much, Ali. Guys, please stop. We're gonna do so well on the fundraiser. I think we're going to do well. Whatever we raise is going to be great. Crazy, dude. My fucking border. My fucking... Hypersonics, where? Where are the hypersonics? Oh, hypersonic missiles, you mean? It's fucking crazy, bro. So, Syria, according to this tweet, might be entering the war against us. Syria used to be on the side of Hezbollah. Syria, Iran, and Hezbollah used to be allied. Now that Israel has replaced Bashar al-Assad, who was a piece of shit dictator, but they replaced it with a puppet, al-Julani. Syria is now pro-Israel, and so this tweet didn't end up just being a rumor. It ended up being kind of true because Israel conducted an airborne landing of troops in Lebanon behind enemy lines. Hezbollah ambushed and surrounded them. But they potentially launched that attack from the Syrian border. So now Israel is potentially working with Syria to attack Lebanon. So Israel conducted an airborne landing of troops in Lebanon behind enemy lines. Hezbollah ambushed and surrounded them. Israel launched another airborne landing to rescue of besieged forces. Hezbollah ambushed the new forces once more. So this got corrected a little bit with time. So a statement issued by Hezbollah at 22:30 yesterday, the Islamic resistance fighters observed the infiltration of 4 helicopters belonging to the Israeli army from the Syrian direction, where they proceeded to land an infantry force at the triangle of the outskirts of the towns of Yahfufa, Al-Khariba, and Ma'rabun. The enemy infantry force advanced towards the eastern neighborhood of the town of Nabishit, and upon reaching the cemetery at 11:30, a group of Islamic resistance fighters clashed with them using light and medium weapons. The engagement escalated after the enemy force was exposed, prompting the enemy to launch intense fire campaigns involving approximately 40 airstrikes, employing both warplanes and helicopters to secure the forces' withdrawal from the engagement area. Meanwhile, the resistance's artillery carried out concentrated fire with appropriate weapons on the perimeter of the engagement area along the enemy forces' withdrawal route, while residents of neighboring villages provided supporting fire. So this is the fire. This is Hezbollah firing at the Israeli helicopters that came in from Syria. Look at that. Hezbollah fire. The resistance trying to get rid of these fucking helicopters. Now we learned more about these helicopters. So Hezbollah just confirmed that the 4 helicopters that entered East Lebanon came from Syria. They were ambushed by Hezbollah and forced to retreat, covered with more than 40 Israeli airstrikes. This is why they wanted a demilitarized, subjugated Syria. Exactly. So now Syria belongs to Israelis, and they're using them against us actively. So, and now we learned why. So why did these Israelis land in that specific area? What were they trying to do? Why were they in helicopters? Why were they dressed? They were also dressed in Lebanese army attire. They were dressed like Lebanese soldiers. So Netanyahu confirms tonight's Israeli commando operation in Lebanon was aimed at recovering the remains of navigator Ron Arad, captured by Lebanon 40 years ago. He says the special operation did not achieve the desired result, so they were not able to get his body back. This appears to confirm that the failed landing attempt earlier in the Bekaa was part of that mission. Meanwhile, Lebanon's Ministry of Health says 41 civilians were killed in Israeli airstrikes on the town of Nabishit and surrounding areas near Baalbek. So the heavy fire that they caused, so they came down on our land to try to get this guy's body. Hezbollah surrounded them, was able to get rid of them. So in order to rescue their soldiers, Israel had to drop like 40 or like 20, they did 20 fucking bomb strikes in that area in order to get their soldiers out. By doing so, they killed around 41 civilians. So they killed 41 people to get the body of a dead man who died here like 40 years ago. They murdered 40 fucking people. 40 fucking people to apparently save this guy? Or not even save him, to get his corpse back? Like, what are we fucking doing? Samsam says it's a war crime to dress as another army. I'm sure it is. So this is the guy. This was... they dug up like a grave, which ended up not being his. What's up with this? Grok? Ooh-wee. What's up with that? What's up with that? Okay, I lost that one. But you could, okay, we have more from that. So right here, Israeli forces disguised themselves as Lebanese soldiers and killed at least 41 people, and all to search for the bones of an Israeli pilot who went missing in the 80s. They desecrated a graveyard. A local resident from the Lebanese town of Nabishit pointed at the empty grave, saying they thought he was there, but there was nothing. So they killed 40 people in South Lebanon, or in Ba'a, destroyed the land, desecrated a bunch of graves, and weren't even able to get... Look at that. They desecrated a fucking grave and weren't even able to find their fucking guy, dude. That's fucking crazy, dude. These people are so fucking psychotic. They literally killed 40 people to try to find, like, bones of a guy who died in the 80s. Are you fucking shitting me? 41 Lebanese souls had to die for this, you fucking genocidal fucks.
As the group is weakened...
Yeah, someone mentioned Smotrich in the chat. We saw this video. Israeli financial minister Smotrich said Beirut's Dahi will soon look like Khan Yunis.
תושבי הצפון שלנו יחיו בשקט, בשלום ובביטחון. אנחנו עכשיו על גבול הצפון.
Ali, good night. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you so much for all the support. It was like too much. It was insane. Much appreciated, Ali. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight.
אחרי שצה"ל נתן הנחיה לכל התושבים מהדחיה להתפנות. רציתם להביא עלינו גיהנום, הבאתם גיהנום על עצמכם. הדחיה תיראה כמו ח'אן יונס.
הדחיה לכאן יונס כל אלה. Well, here you go. So his son just got fucked by Hezbollah. Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich's son, a soldier in the Israeli forces, has been hit and severely wounded during a fire exchange with Hezbollah in the south of Lebanon. Oh, boo fucking who? Oh, he got fucking hurt. Well, fuck around and find out, motherfuckers. Fuck around and find the fuck out, motherfuckers. Here's some footage from the Iron Dome intercepting some Hezbollah rockets. His son got fucked. I mean, crazy visuals. We're living in the end times, folks. We're living in the fucking end times. This is a racist fucker who posted this on Twitter. He said, great, now they're going to litter our areas and bring their terrorists with them, making our areas legit IDF targets. Can they evacuate to Iraq or Iran? There's a lot of people that think like this guy. This guy's called Pita Power. He is his name is Leb Nationalist, so I mean, he knows what he is. He's a Lebanese nationalist. He's a pro-Christian. I think he believes in like separating, a lot of people believe in like dividing Lebanon into different sections or cantons. A Muslim canton. The Shia can live here. The Sunnis can live here. The Christians will live here. A lot of Lebanese people dream about that. Just separating Lebanon in different areas. This fucker thinks, look at that. He thinks that the Shia community is going to litter our areas and bring their terrorists with them, making our areas legit IDF targets. What a disgusting fucker. What a disgusting freak to even say something like this. How fucking gross. But anyways, it's like, it's useless to pay attention to people like this because they have like no influence. He's a fucking dumbass. Sashi, holy shit, just gifted 5 Do Not Worry memberships. Let's fucking go, Sashi. Thank you so much. We're up at the 17 new members today. That's crazy, Sashi. That's so kind. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. Dana Sufyan Ali sends a $2 super chat and says, Allah ya'tikum, Allah yahfazkum wa yawikum. Well, thank you. Dana ya'tik al-afi, Allah yawik wa Allah yahfazik wa ailti kulla wa ya'tikum alf afiyah. Thank you so much for the generous super chat. That's so kind of you. عن جد كثير كثير يعني بنقدر هيدا الشيء. Dana. Shukran jazilan. Also, Hemiola sent a $20 super sticker saying, thanks for being you. It's another one of that pair with like a mirror and a little headband. That's so cute. Hemiola, thank you so much. That's so kind. That's so generous. Thank you guys so much for the support. You guys are crazy. Sophia Loves Monkey says they want to balkanize Lebanon. Yeah, but that's Lebanese people. Some Lebanese people want to balkanize Lebanon. Yes. Like some people within our own country want to do this to us. Isn't that crazy? Zionist Defense Minister Israel Katz, the president of Lebanon. You have committed to uphold the agreement and disarm Hezbollah, and that is not happening. You will act and do before we do even more. We will not allow harm to our settlements and soldiers, and if things stand as they are, the Lebanese government and all of Lebanon will pay the full price. If Nasrallah destroys Lebanon, the Naim Qassem will also destroy it. I love reading threats like this every single day on Twitter, that our government is going to get killed, our country's going to get killed, we're all going to get killed and murdered. You know what I mean? Lovely, lovely. If you don't stop Hezbollah, we will murder you. We will take this war wider. We will do to you what we did to Gaza. You will become Khan Yunis. You will become Gaza. It's like, psychologically, I don't know what this does to people. I think it fucks us up. The intensive activity in Iran continues. We have the Lebanon front. First of all, I repeat, all residents of the north remain in their place. No one leaves their land and home. We are strong enough. The soldiers protect the civilians. We need to protect the soldiers, and I am sure that all of these things are being done. Read that again. You have committed to uphold the agreement and disarm Hezbollah, and that is not happening. You will act and do before we do even more. We will not allow harm to our settlements and soldiers, and if things stand as they are, the Lebanese government and all of Lebanon will pay the full price. If Nasrallah destroys Lebanon, the Naim Qassem also destroys Lebanon. Fun stuff. Okay, Nour is sending me a thumbnail. Ooh, that's a cool. Okay, working on the thumbnail. Nice little threat here, Al Khafif. This is relatively fun. Just like Israel sends evacuation warnings here in Lebanon and highlights the places in red, Hezbollah is returning them in kind, even adopting a similar graphic design style, asking the people of North Israel to evacuate, using very similar language, very similar graphics, as a little nod, a little parody, you know what I mean? As a little homage to the Israeli fucking maniacs. Saudi Al-Hadath cites a French ceasefire proposal for Lebanon under which Hezbollah will announce a cessation of hostilities and will hand over its weapons to the Lebanese authorities within 2 weeks. Stop it with this thing. They're not gonna give their weapons, guys. You've been offering them to give away their weapons for fucking years. They're not doing it because if they give away their weapons, the Lebanese army isn't doing anything to protect the South. Hezbollah needs to convince, I guess the people of the South need to believe that the Lebanese army has their back and will actually defend them. They need to understand and believe that the Lebanese government will actually stand by the South and actually defend the South. When the Lebanese army abandons its positions in the South to allow the Israeli army to walk in there unchallenged, you are not proving to the Shia population, you're not proving to the supporters of Hezbollah that you have their back, that the Lebanese military has their back, and that you will defend them. Okay, when you abandon your position at the behest of the Israelis, who's going to listen to you? Who's going to believe you? Okay? So stop it with this, hey, that's not going to work. The French proposal stipulates the entry of the Lebanese army into Beirut's southern suburbs and Lebanon, declaring its readiness to enter direct peace negotiations with Israel. The only way I would even accept this is if the military agrees to merge with Hezbollah. Like, if we get all these Hezbollah militants, make them a part of the military, make them a part of our army, use their expertise, use their knowledge, use their guerrilla warfare knowledge, take their rockets. We're going to claim their rockets. We're going to use their rockets in case Israel attacks us. Let the military use it. We're not going to destroy them. We're not going to give them away. We're not going to give them to Israel. That's the only way. Merge them with our military, use their expertise, and make our military 10 times more badass and more capable than it already is. That's the only way this could work. The only way. You make them official Lebanese soldiers and defenders of Lebanon. That's how we do it. غير هيك ما بتزبط ما بتركب. People in the chat seem to agree with the merger. I agree, but the merger's got to be legit. Like, it's not like a merger and we're gonna destroy the Hezbollah. No. We're gonna embrace the part that made them the best resistance fighters in the fucking region. Okay, we're gonna get rid of their political ambitions and we're gonna make it simpler for the country, etc. Sure, best as a badass resistance force. Let's join the fucking military. Let's make our military a fucking a force to be recognized, with actual guerrilla monsters in there, okay, that have defeated Israel and ISIS multiple times. Okay, no one will ever doubt Hezbollah's ability to fight and defend the country. No one. They're respected worldwide for their fucking strength. Ranruna says the reason resistance exists is because we're not allowed to have an army. Exactly, but that's the thing. That's why. What I'm saying is never going to happen, because they don't want us to have a powerful army. Our army's not even allowed to have jets. We're not allowed to have anything that could hurt Israel. Can you believe that? Okay, we have a couple of news reports that I guess we could look at a little bit, but we're almost there. We have 4 minutes left. I got to go eat. How long is this? 2 minutes. Great. Let's watch this. No, that's about the helicopter raid. Let's see if there's anything new. Lebanon-Israel war. Lebanese government and civilians caught in the middle of... Megaphone just posted 394 killed, 1130 injured, and 517,000 registered displaced. Yeah, registered. So without the registered displaced, it's probably 1 million at this point. Guys, it's been a long stream. I'm not going to react to any video anymore, any news piece. I'm going to just save my voice and some energy to stream with the boys. Come back and see us in a couple of hours. It's going to be super fun. We're going to have Sean the Black. Very excited about it. With Comrade Casey and James. Thank you guys so much for being here today. Thank you to everybody who gifted memberships, to everybody who sent in super generous super chats. You guys were crazy today. Much appreciated. Much love. Thank you all for being here for us and for the channel and for Lebanon. I'm going to take a quick dinner break. Going to take a small break and see. Chris Kunzler is live right now, if I'm not mistaken. Is he not live? Whoa, is he not live? What's happening with my YouTube? Subscriptions. Let's go. Chris Kunzler is live. Let's go, folks. Let me. Irene the Dream says $10 donos. Irene, what are you doing? Guys, we're done. We're done with the stream. Here. Guys, this is Chris Kunzler's stream. Let's go give him a little raid. Guys, we thank you. We love you. We appreciate you. Chris might be coming. Chris is the as soon as I put out a tweet that I might need help for a fundraiser, he sent me a Twitter DM, was like, what do you need? I'm traveling to Canada on Monday, but like, if I can help you, I'm super in. We love Chris Kunzler. Let's go say hi to him. Love you all. Thank you so much. See you at 10 p.m. Lebanon time, 2 p.m. Central time, 3 p.m. Eastern time. We love you. We appreciate you. And as always, do not